Welcome to the darkness, my friend. Your eyes will adjust in time.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the darkness. Welcome into Tablestory's Nocturne. I hope you're ready to dive in today. Are your eyes all adjusted?
Can you not delay the V part of that word? Because all I just heard is, "Are you ready to die?"
Oh, are you ready to die?
Don't do that.
No.
I'm glad I'm not alone hearing that. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay, so let's dive right in with some shout outs. Let's start with Briar.
Hi, I'm
Or Katie.
Briar. Katie.
Sorry, Katie.
I'm Katie. I play Briar. And I'm assuming a lot of you seen last episode. Something happened with Brian right before we left last time, so yeah. I'm ready to dive into it.
This is fine. This is fine.
This is great. This is fine. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking.
No, you're good. You're good. All right, Dan.
Hi, I'm Domestic Dan. I play Dr. Theo Ransom here, the man who knows nothing. And I'm excited for this episode because nothing ever strange happens between or during or after episodes ever. I don't have existential crises every single time.
Oh my God. That makes me so happy. Okay,
I said I don't. Why would that make you happy?
CK, because I know you do.
Hey there. My name's CK, aka Classy Katie, but there's a lot of Katies and a lot of Classies, so we just abbreviated mine. It's wonderful to see all of you. I play Emma. She's a caring, thoughtful, full of love nurse who's just here to make everyone's day better.
Full of so much love. And
Love.
we do also have Classy Pax here today. Maybe. You guys will have to figure that out. And also Zeke is away right now, but we do also usually in the cast have Ezekiel 3 and Classy Pax. So it feels weird saying this, but Classy Katie is a bit quiet. Katie, can you turn your volume up for us? Is that a first?
I would be honored. I think this might be a first ever in the history of my life. That someone has ever called me quiet. Oh my God, Whack even...
Yeah, that Whack's the one that said it, so I trust him when it comes to audio stuff.
Hey, Whack, do you like being called Daddy? Because I just
Father.
heard that. Wasn't father the first time.
What?
What?
How about now? I turn my levels up. Better?
I think so. It sounds good to me.
That's a lot better.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we have our standard weekly recap. So I hope you guys are ready. We're going to go ahead and play that, and then we're going to dive right into the episode. So let's do this.
Warning. What you are about to see may contain violence, disturbing imagery, adult themes, and may leave you doubting who you really are. Proceed at your own risk. Previously on Nocturne.
Stay with me, Trick. Trick. Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Can you hear me?
He will not last the hour it will take you to get there.
He's barely hanging on. We gotta do something. Man.
He's dying.
And she's dead.
Fuck it. I just hit the gas.
You hear that familiar whispering again. It's my choice. I'm in control. I can choose what happens.
Can I help Henry?
Yes.
I'm making a choice. I want him to be better.
You start to see the same wounds Trick has slowly appearing on your own body. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
What the fuck?
Emma, you are on a road in the middle of nowhere, it seems like. You see a car in the distance. It's got a dent in the front left. It's an SUV. Someone you recognize in the driver's seat, a patient.
What to do?
As you say what to do, a pool of shadowy, smoky liquid forms right in front of your feet, slowly forming what looks to be like a human figure, and it stands before you. It stops, mirroring you, and then grabs your wrists and starts encompassing you.
Oh God! Wake up! Wake up! Wake
And
up,
it's
Emma!
slowly coming
Oh,
up
you're better
over
than
your
this.
chest, now up your neck,
Oh,
covering your
gross.
mouth, going into your nose, and then it covers your eyes. And you awake in darkness.
It was you, wasn't it?
Brian,
It was
what
you
are
all
talking
along.
about?
What are you doing out here now? That knife.
I'm trying to bring them back, Brian.
Bring them back. What? So we can do it again and again and again. And everyone in your class. It's been a part of your game, hasn't it? I want the truth.
I'm realizing Brian's not going to help us. And I'm going to try to make a choice. I'm going to try to become the monster to see if I can get through to the other side. I feel myself growing taller, and I can feel that I'm changing. And I'm going to look into the blackness, and I'm going to reach my hand up, my claws, and I'm going to try to cut through it.
As you bring your hand down and you slice through this darkness, you do see a shed. And you and Trick are standing in the shed.
I'm backing up. And I want this to stop. I don't want to be this anymore.
So as you're looking out into the shed, you see Trick. See Trick on the floor. And you see the professor standing there telling you to get back. Be gone.
Briar, what's going on?
Just think about, you got a lot of people here who care about you. Also, if you fucking kill yourself, maybe we can't fix it.
He's gonna kill himself?
Rubbing that gun on my temple. Staring at you in the eyes.
If you do this, this might go on forever for the four of us.
Welcome to the darkness, Briar.
Don't you fucking...
Are we muted here? Oh. I got it. It's me. It's my bat. Guys, calm down. I see it. I see it. We're good.
Joke's on you guys.
Oh,
we
God.
knew.
We're good.
Everyone
We're
panic.
fixed.
We knew.
Keep panicking.
We knew. I just had to try to fix it. Okay.
Dan, shit disturber.
Hello. We are going to begin today's episode with Theo.
If you had changed it after the mute, I would have probably lost like a few blood vessels. It just would have disappeared.
We're not
Wait.
doing it now.
Don't fuck with me. Okay. So,
Okay, Theo. I need you to roll for me.
wow, starting off that way. All right.
Yep.
I rolled a 15.
You wake up. You're a bit in a daze at first as your eyes open. Everything's kind of dark around you. The last thing you remember was that it was afternoon. And as you're starting to kind of come to, you realize you remember everything. And as you sit up, you see dead bodies around you.
Whose bodies do I see?
Brian, Trick, Briar, and Emma.
How do they look? How dead? Or like, how have they died? Does it look the same as it's always been?
No. And it's been different depending on... It's been different before, and this time's new. Brian appears to have been shot in the head. Briar and Trick are holding hands, and it looks like they bled out. And Emma is strangled, it looks like.
Where are we?
You're in the woods.
Do I remember what happened last? You said I remember everything, so it's starting to piece together.
Yes. You remember everything. You remember your relationship with Adisa. You remember everything.
I look around to see if the book is on the ground or near me.
It is.
Okay. Open to the page still? Or is it shut?
It's shut.
I walk over and pick up the book.
Okay. Roll.
32.
Okay. What do you do with the book?
Put it under my arm and walk over the trees. The carved trees.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Is there blood on each symbol?
There is.
Kind of shake my head a bit. Walk back over to the bodies. Open the book back up and go to the page. Trying to recall the notes around it and how to get it to start all over again.
Oh, you remember. You remember. As you flip through to the page and you look at the notes, you realize it's not just anyone's blood that will reset this for you. It's got to be Adisa's blood.
So I leave the bodies where they are and attempt to climb back over the barrier to my car, which I'm pretty sure is there again.
Go ahead and roll.
89.
As you go to get up and climb over this big concrete wall that separates you and the road, you struggle, you slip, you maybe scrape your arm, and suddenly you are lifted. And if you look down, you see a shadowy figure that has bent over to help lift you up.
Doesn't freak me out this time. And I let it help me up and over.
Okay. Now what do you do?
My car should be there.
It is. You're right.
I go to the trunk where she should be.
And she is.
We'll bring you back. And I kind of like lightly touch her cheek, which is probably cold at this point. And grab a handkerchief from my pocket and sop up some of the blood.
Okay.
And climb back over.
I'll have you roll one more time.
19.
Yeah, you can get over just fine this time. Something maybe gave you a bit of resolve. You just kind of maybe got your footing this time and you were able to launch yourself up and over. You kind of like crawl and then lower yourself down and then finally drop the last few inches.
And then I go and is my finger still bleeding
Yes.
from before?
Yep.
Okay. I take the handkerchief and kind of mat my blood into it to kind of dilute it to make it so there's more that I can work with.
You're mixing your blood and Adisa's blood? Okay.
Yeah. Because I don't think there's enough in this handkerchief to get all the symbols. Probably
Okay.
some, but maybe not enough.
Okay.
And I very meticulously go back over each symbol and add Deese's blood to each symbol.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
36.
Yeah, there was actually plenty of blood. There was a lot that you grabbed with the handkerchief, and you were able to add her blood over it. But as you do this, you actually feel a vibration in your pocket. You've received a text message. What kind of phone do you use? Is it an Android or an Apple?
It would be an Android. It more than likely I had a pretty crappy phone for a while until Adisa kind of helped me upgrade.
Okay.
Like one of those older brick phones that like has pay as you go, and she went, no, we need to talk. We need to actually be able to have conversations, and I need to be able to actually see your face if I want to do a video call. So
Okay.
So it's probably like an okay Android phone.
Okay. As you pull it out, I'm going to say it's like it's an Android smartphone, but it's probably not the latest model.
No, definitely not. A couple years old.
You receive a text message on this phone.
Holding the handkerchief in my other hand, I unlock the phone with my left to try to see who it's from.
That didn't go well.
I respond back, no, have to try again.
Okay. You'll notice that the number is blocked.
Yeah, not surprising.
Okay.
And I keep continuing the markings of the symbols to get all the blood on each tree.
Okay. As you do that, a text does come back. It's not going to work like this. You have to tell them the truth. Do you reply?
I probably wait a minute or so.
Okay.
And right before I finish the last tree, respond back. You almost killed me for the truth. And I wait, see if there's another response before I finish the final tree.
Okay.
After a couple of minutes, if there isn't one,
There is one. It's an ellipses, and it says, "Who do you think this is?"
then I kind of pause and look at it again. And
The number's blocked. Who do you think this is, Theo?
thought it was Adisa.
Do you say anything?
I definitely think that.
Okay.
And then, but after the "who do you think this is," I I pause because she probably wouldn't have done that, which is what's making me stop here for a second. Then I just text back, "Who are you?"
There doesn't seem to be a response.
The final text I send before finishing the last tree, and then putting my phone back is, "I'll try as many times as I have to," and then finish the final symbol.
As you send, "I'll try as many times as I have to," you see a friend come in reply.
And then put the phone away.
Okay.
Finish the final symbol.
Okay. And as you finish the final symbol, I think you know what's about to happen. When you do this, when you draw this symbol into the tree, you're resetting. You're trying again. You're trying to stop something from happening. Stop it? Help it? Can't quite remember that part. Every time you decide to take a nap, you are able to reload, let's say. The only time Theo has taken a nap so far has been right before a graveyard and also right in Trick's house. You can choose to go home, go to sleep, and restart from the top of day one, or you can slide in to a time in which you've napped. What would you like to do, Theo?
Something's been bugging him for a while. And it was at the graveyard with Emma and Briar.
Okay.
That tree is still bugging him. And now that he remembers a lot more, the amulet, the wrong amulet, the one with the oak symbol, is still bugging him.
Okay.
And he knows Briar is somehow connected, specifically with her grandfather and that note that he got to read because she handed it to him.
Okay.
He also knew that Briar was a lot closer to him than the one here. And maybe she'll be willing to tell him something.
So Theo wants to pull that Briar?
Yeah,
Okay.
she didn't die. Not
Briar,
that time.
roll, please.
Privately?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay. Theo, whose car do you take?
Mine.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So you get in your car, it starts up, you take off. As you pull away in the rear view mirror, we're going to see a cop car pull up for the second time.
The Escalade's still probably there too, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. Now, Theo drives home. Theo, tell us what your apartment is like, or where do you live? Where does Theo live?
So I live fairly close to the university. There's an apartment complex over there. Probably like a 3-story apartment complex. There's probably a restaurant underneath it. I'd be up on the top floor. You know those little urban, or not the urban, but like the downtown apartments in small towns? One of those.
Okay.
It's probably bigger than it needs to be for one person.
Okay.
It's a lot less cluttered than his office.
Okay.
It almost looks like he's hired someone to
Okay.
take care
Okay.
of it.
What is it?
2-bedroom.
Yeah, what does it look like inside his apartment? How's it decorated? Is it decorated?
Not really.
Not really. It's all standard.
Any decoration would be in his office in the university.
Okay.
It's pretty. It's got a nice couch. It's got an okay TV. Dining room table with 2 chairs. And other than that, it kind of just looks pretty. It looks like a model apartment, honestly. Like he just moved in and kept the furniture of the model apartment.
Okay. Okay. So you drive home. So it's about an hour, 2 hours. So the standard thing happens as you're coming down the road. Your phone isn't working, and then you enter in. The blood moon is risen. It's nighttime suddenly, and you're able to drive home to your apartment, come in, lock the door, take your shoes off, and fall into bed.
Yep. Don't get a cup of coffee this time. Don't need it.
All right. And as you drift off into sleep, we are going to switch to Emma and Briar. You two are alone in darkness. Trick is
I'm
no
still
longer with
standing
you.
behind you.
Yep, you're still there. The last thing you remember is hearing Brian pull the trigger. And when you
Briar.
turn around, Trick is not there.
So am I now back in darkness?
You are back in darkness.
Briar, was that a gun?
Yeah.
Was that a gunshot?
Yeah, it was a gunshot, Emma.
Trick.
Henry? Why am I back here? Why the fuck am I back here?
Back where? What are you talking about? We haven't left this drastic black room.
No, I did. I saw him do it.
Excuse me. You saw what exactly, Briar? And I'm gonna grab her body and swing it towards me, even though I cannot see at all. I'm just gonna look up in the pitch darkness. You saw what?
He fucking killed himself, Emma.
Who is he?
Brian.
Was that the gunshot?
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You were dead. Maybe Brian will come back.
Excuse me.
I realize I cut my finger. Yeah, I know you get weird about blood, but can you help me? Do you have something?
Where are you cut? I'm sorry, it's pitch black in here.
It's on my finger. I'm gonna feel for her arm. And do you have like
Okay.
Band-Aids or something? Here, I'm gonna get my phone out again and turn on my light if I have
Yep.
battery left. Okay.
It's low, but yeah, you have one.
See?
I'm just gonna jump back.
I know. I mean, if you
Cut
have a
me,
bandage, I'll
Heather.
wrap it. Yeah, I cut myself to put blood on the trees, which now sounds fucking insane.
You what?
I fucking cut myself to put blood on the trees.
Why?
What are we fucking doing here?
I mean, you said you got out. How did you get out? Hello, excuse me.
I don't
How
know.
did you get out?
You know that thing? The shadow creature?
Yes.
When we were driving here, something told me I can make a choice. I tried to become it, didn't go well. And then I woke
Excuse
up.
me, what?
That's why I was over there, so you guys wouldn't see anything. I don't know. Nothing makes
Excuse
sense.
me, you decided to take a sidetrack to become a monster. Is this what you're trying to explain to me in a pitch
Yes,
dark room?
I know, and it doesn't fucking make sense.
Well, maybe I can turn into a monster and then we can get out. How did you do it?
You know, just fucking try. I mean, at this point, maybe we're all just fucking monsters.
What did you do?
I don't know. I just made a choice.
Do it again. Show me what you did. Do it again. Do the monster thing. Let's get out of here. I'm tired
I
of this.
don't know that
And
you
your light
wanted.
is weaker than normal.
Oh my God.
do what you must.
Can I try to roll to become the shadow monster again?
Yeah.
If you fucking want this, Emma, Should I do a secret roll or regular roll?
Secret, please.
Briar, I don't see another way of getting out of here. I don't have any mystical powers that I can walk away and do to leave. If maybe we can save Brian if we get out. We just heard a gunshot, right? Did you see death?
Yeah, I saw death.
When she says that, you remember that you watched it, and for some reason you remember sliding down defeated after watching Brian have him shot himself, and then you bled out in the grass and the trees and the woods. You remember dying.
I remember dying, or
You
Brian
remember
dying?
dying. You remember watching Brian die, and then you remember sitting there defeated. I don't know if you cried. I don't know what you did. But you sat there and you bled out with no one to help you. Because no one was awake.
I saw him die. Emma,
Did anyone live?
I don't know. The professor
Are
was
we
not there.
alive? If they're dead, shouldn't they... Where are we? Didn't you say I died? That means they could be here. Mr. Miller! Oh, I swear to God, my voice does not carry in this place at all. I'm sick of it. Let's get out. Do your thing.
Oh god, fuck. If you want this, I mean...
Do you have a better option?
No, but Fine. And I'll step back and attempt to summon the darkness in me.
Something is going to happen here because I have written down special bullshit that if ever a character rolls their same roll that they rolled last time in reverse, if it's mirrored, something crazy is going to happen, which is what just happened. And I know you guys watching the stream can't see it because they were two private rolls, but they're identical, just mirrored right in a row. So what is Briar thinking right now? She wants to summon the monster. Be very careful with your words.
I want to turn myself into the monster. And I think I'm a little exhausted by Emma. So I'm just kind of like, fine, you want me to become a monster? Okay.
Okay. Okay. Emma, before you see black, smoky, like, it's almost like liquid. It's goopy, and it comes up from the ground, and you can still see it, even though you're surrounded by darkness. You can see it kind of climbing up Briar's body.
Briar, is this supposed to be happening? Briar?
I'm assuming as it's happening, I can still say a few words.
Absolutely. You can say whatever you like.
This is what you wanted, Emma.
Is there something I should do? Is there a code word?
I don't say anything.
Briar, please describe what it's like when you become one. When you change into this monster, as you so call it. Willingly.
At first it feels like I'm in control and I have something powerful within me, and it makes her feel like a badass.
Yeah. Does she like it? This feeling of power and control?
Yeah, this is all Briar's ever wanted. She just wants to feel in control.
As you change into this monster, you can choose its form.
What do you mean?
You can choose the form you take. What form would you like to take now?
Like, am I still a shadow, but I can be in the form of anything?
You can be in the form of anything you want.
A door.
Fucking KPP right in the game.
What the fuck? Okay, that is amazing. We don't do inspiration here. We do hunch rolls. So I'm going to give you a hunch roll for that because get fucked me. That was fucking great.
Holy shit.
In the
Okay.
fucking game!
Whoa! All right. So Briar turns into this. It looks like, so Emma, what it looks like as you're standing there is this shadow is coming over her. It's like this wave in liquid, and all of a sudden it becomes her, and her limbs are stretching out, and it looks like she's going to become this monster, like with long fingernails. But all of a sudden she then begins to shift, and her arms move up and elongate, and she becomes the shape of a door in this darkness. There is a handle. What does this door look like, Briar?
The handle?
Or the door?
The door.
What does it look like? Is it like a wooden door or an 8 door? What does it look like?
It's just a wooden door, and there is carved into it a tree, like at my grandfather's grave. And the door handle, it looks like the pocket watch is the door handle.
I have goosebumps. Okay. Emma?
Oh my god, Briar. You've become an inanimate object. I'm not 100% sure you can hear me. Can you do something? Should I open you? Should I touch you?
Can I make like a knocking sound?
You can.
I make a knocking sound.
Ha! All right. Ooh, okay. Knock once if I die through this door.
There's no answer.
Yes! All right, I'm going to try to open it. Knock once if that is a bad idea.
What do you
Or
think,
if this
Briar?
is an inappropriate part of your body. I am a nurse. No judgment.
I'm not gonna knock.
Okay,
I-
there's
Alright.
no response.
I think it'll be okay.
Big scary door. Intricate tree looks expensive. Handle is a watch. This is some Alice in Wonderland shit. Briar, you are a confusing woman. I'm definitely going to have a conversation with you when we get through this. I'm just gonna not keep my eyes off the tree. I'm just gonna stare at it and put my hand on the watch and twist. Does it open?
It opens.
Okay, I'm gonna open it. Do I see anything?
Briar, I need you to roll privately for me.
It's just gonna be guts.
Yeah. When you open the door, you can see a scene before you. It looks like a shed in somebody's backyard. And there is a man standing there. He's got wild black hair. You can only kind of see the backside of him. You can't really see anything else. You can kind of see two people, maybe two figures it looks like inside the shed, but what catches your eye is you. You're seeing you clutching both sides of the door of the shed to try to prevent yourself, it looks like, from going inside the shed. It looks like you're trying to stop yourself from doing something. And then you see the claw marks rip over your body, and you see you fall to the floor, clutching at your chest, trying to prevent the blood from coming out, trying to stop yourself from bleeding out.
Oh my god, I'm just gonna throw the door back and not even think and just sprint forward. Because
Sprint forward?
I just probably see a person go down and think, holy shit,
Okay.
I'm gonna save that person. Briar, are you coming? Door. And go to the people. Are we gonna?
The
Who
door
else is there?
closes
So
behind you.
I see myself collapsing.
That's
And
right.
no one else is there.
There are a couple of people there, yes. So as you enter in, as you go charging through this door, you wake up in a bed, in your bed.
Oh my god.
You're covered in sweat.
I'm gonna grab my phone because it's probably right
like 3
tucked
a.m.?
underneath my body.
Yeah.
Is
What kind of
working
phone do you
completely
use?
fine. An iPhone.
An iPhone. Okay. All right, you grab your phone. What are you doing?
I just want to see what time it is. Is it working?
Yeah, it's working. It's about 3 in the morning.
Oh my god. 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 And I'm just gonna like check out my chest. Do I see anything or feel anything?
You don't.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm never taking Ambien again. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's dark. It's 3 in the morning. Pitch dark.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rip my blankets off and swing my feet over the edge of the bed and just sit there in the darkness.
You've received a text message.
Oh my god.
It looks like. It says, you might want to listen to me. You got to get Brian. He's at cemetery. Bring the gang. I've bought him some time, but let's say you have about 2 hours, give or take. Bring his phone plus a shovel. Don't know what shape he's in. May need to take him to Lucky Rabbit.
I'm gonna scroll up. Who's it from?
It's blocked.
Is this what they're doing to get me to change my car insurance now? I'm gonna go back and reread it. Brian in a graveyard. Bring a shovel. Is this a joke? I'm gonna try to reply.
What do you say?
Excuse me, is this a joke? Do you realize what time of the morning it is? Brian whom? Question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark. Z's, 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 Z's. Send. Oh my god. People don't realize sleeping is at all hours of the day. You mean Brian from the hospital? Ridiculous. Who's the gang? I'm gonna pick it up again because I'm impatient. Excuse me, who are you? Hello? Question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark, enter. This is ridiculous. I don't even know where Brian lives.
A text comes through and it says, I said you might want to listen to me.
Text, how do you listen to a text? Let me go through and read it again. Bring Brian's phone. Oh my god, maybe he left it at the hospital. I'm gonna call the hospital, call the ED.
Okay. It's ringing. Sally picks up.
Oh my god, Sally, darling, it's wonderful to hear from you. Let me just listen for one. I know it's middle of the night, it's fine, you know I don't sleep. Mr. Miller? Yeah, the one, yeah, the frequent flyer, yes. Yes, the one who vomited on my new shoes. That one. Did he leave anything in the ER? A wallet, a phone?
She actually tells you she sounds really confused for a second. Emma, he died 3 weeks ago.
Mr. Miller, as in Brian Miller, the one
That's right.
with the family?
Brian Miller. Yeah. Remember he killed himself? Anniversary of his wife and daughter. You know what? It's late.
I'm just gonna hang it up and turn it down.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick it up really quick and look at my calendar and see what day it is. What's the date?
Hey, you do also have another text, by the way. It says, you're in a new place. I get it from that blocked number. But you look at the calendar. The date is February 13th. You have another text come in. It says, but here, we're running out of Brian's, and I'd really like to help you out here. Brian Miller is in the cemetery. Get him.
No shit, he's in a cemetery if he died. This is like a terrible murder mystery dinner. Oh my god. Brian is in a cemetery. Bring a shovel. Do I even own a shovel? Oh my god. Oh, this is ridiculous. I'm gonna reply. You know, this is absolutely ridiculous, but I'm up, so I'm up. If this is a joke, I'm going to harm you. Face with zero face, just 2 black eyes. Serious face. And I'm gonna get up and like get ready really quick and just like put on a sweatshirt and some leggings really quick and probably some like Ugg boots and a beanie because it's probably black outside and cold as shit and whatever. And I'm gonna go to my front, near my like front door where you normally have like a mud room. You know, you may have like a little closet that might inhabit some like messy things you throw in there for the winter things. But when you open it, it's like surgical precision organized. And there's like a very special box that I open, and it's like almost like a serial killer's like silverware, but it's like a little garden, what's it called? Shovel, and then like a little fork, and then like a little hoe, and all those things.
Okay.
And I just very gently like pick up the spade and what a lovely gift from Mother. This has got to do, and it's just like one of those little handheld shovels, like
Yeah.
you know, like
for
potting.
gardening, not
For gardening,
yeah.
exactly.
Okay. All right.
Going to have to do, I suppose. And then I'm gonna grab my like Prius keys off the wall and go out into the darkness to drive to the cemetery.
Okay. While that happens, we're going to switch. Briar, you are a door in darkness.
Yes.
Yes. What would you like to do now?
Oh, God. So Emma went through. Do I know that she made it out of the darkness?
Roll.
$77.
You don't know.
Okay. It's kind of physically impossible for me to go through myself, I'm assuming.
I think it's safe to assume that. I think
Okay,
that's probably what you would be assuming.
I'm going to try to cut a hole in the blackness so I can go through.
With your
But I
body?
don't-
So now you're going to shift outside of the door?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you shifting to?
So I can still be anything.
You can be anything you want.
I don't want to become the shadow monster. So I think what I'm going to try to do is, oh God, everything I'm thinking of I can't go through myself. I mean, just like a shadow person with a knife.
Okay. Okay. As you are shifting into this shadow person with a knife, what does your shadow person look like? Is it like you? Your
It's
height
like
and
me.
stuff? So you just want to be a shadow, not the scary one, but you want to be
Yeah.
holding something sharp like a knife.
Like, yeah, something that could potentially do what I was doing with the shadow monster with my claws, but not as that.
Okay. As you're shifting, you see someone step out of the darkness. It's yourself.
So me as a shadow, and then I'm seeing myself.
Yes, that's right. And the Briar you are seeing looks very confused. She's looking around. Where am I? Professor? Emma? Oh my God.
I can't communicate with her, can I?
No, you cannot. I mean, you can try. Depends on how you want to try to communicate. But you don't have a mouth.
No. Do I have a phone? Shadow phone?
No. You turned into a shadow figure with a knife.
Yeah.
You have a knife.
I think I'm going to ignore her currently, and I'm going to try to cut and see if I can get something to tear open and then get her attention if it works.
Okay. Roll.
3.
Okay. Yeah. You absolutely, you slice through what feels like paper. And you can see through it, and it looks like your room.
If I drop the knife, will it make a sound?
No. I mean, I'm assuming you drop your knife,
Yeah.
right? It doesn't make a sound.
Okay. My thought process is if I get her attention, there could be 2 of us going through.
That's a safe assumption.
but I'm gonna go up to her anyway and see if, I mean, it's in complete blackness. Does she see me?
Not yet, no.
I'm
She
gonna
doesn't
walk
appear
over
to
to
anyway. Yeah.
her. I'm gonna stand right in front of her.
She doesn't appear to see you. You are a shadow person. This is darkness.
Can I turn back into the door in front of her?
Yes. You'll have to roll again.
Okay. Regular roll?
Yeah.
78.
So as you are shifting, trying to shift into this door, she sees something now. Oh, holy shit! And she backs up away from you. What the fuck is that? And you can't change into this door. I will give you 2 options. You can change back into the shadow person that you were, or you're going to shift into the thing that you fear the most.
I'm gonna shift back into the shadow person that I am, or was.
Okay. So as you shift back into that, a new knife in your hand forms forward, because that's initially what you tried to focus on. And you were standing there before her. What the fuck? Who are you?
I'm gonna take the knife and I'm gonna point at where I cut. And like gesture for her to follow me.
Okay. I need to ask you a question. If you
Okay.
were standing in a room of darkness with a shadow and it pointed at a sliver to your bedroom, would you follow it?
Depends on how desperate I was. If it was my bedroom, I think I would.
Okay.
Because then I wouldn't be alone in darkness with a shadow figure.
Okay. The Briar before you hesitates for a minute, takes a deep breath, and then steps towards you.
So she's gonna follow me.
It appears to be that she's going to follow you.
I'm gonna walk over to where I cut.
Okay.
And if it feels like paper, I'm assuming if I push it open.
Oh,
and
yeah. You rip it, you tear it. It goes up and through the wall. It makes that same sound paper makes when you tear it. And
I'm gonna gesture again for her to go through.
I don't think she goes through right away. I think she's going to stand there.
I'm gonna gesture more aggressively now, but not. And I'm just gonna be like go through it, and I'm using my arm to like point like an arm going through the hole. Then I'll tear it open a little bit more.
Okay. Okay. She walks forward as if to go through this hole. She looks at you. She's keeping eye contact with you. She's moving very slowly. Kind of like sticks her arm out first. Pulls it back, looks at it, makes sure it's okay. Doesn't take her eyes off of you now. And looks like she's about to step through. Right as this happens, you both know only one of you can go through this door.
Yeah, I had already decided that I'm gonna let her go through this, and I'm gonna find another way out.
Okay. Okay. She steps through into a room, it looks like. And the moment she does that, your entire body is racked with pain. And you fall to your knees. You are losing control. You're losing your sense of time. You can feel memories slipping out of your mind. First, the professor, then Emma, then the graveyard, then Brian killing himself, then Trick. You remember Trick, and then you remember Trick bleeding, and then you don't remember who Trick is, and you don't know what the name Trick means other than that it's a trick being played on you. And then you remember your grandfather, and you try desperately to hang on to that memory of your grandfather, but then it's gone, and your world goes dark. And Blair steps through into her room. Blair, hello.
Hello.
Tell us how your life was different up until this moment, other than obviously being named Blair instead of Briar.
My life was different in the fact that I never had that experience in college. I've always seen the creature,
Okay.
but I've never had that. I lived with my grandfather
Okay.
up until when he died,
Okay.
but I'm still a barista. I'm still an AFMOR.
Okay.
Still dropped out of school.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. So the last thing you remember, Blair, so you've gone to this school, you still take the occult class, and the last thing that you remember is being in the cemetery with your looking at your grandfather and leaving the coffee cup. So a couple of days ago, this is out of character for a second, a couple of days ago when we did that, that's what you remember.
Okay.
So that's canon for you now.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. What do? You're in your room.
Have I experienced any of this so far?
Oh, you get a text message. Your
Okay.
phone vibrates. As for what you've experienced, just what we had a couple of days ago in that episode where you were in the, that is the only thing that's canon for you now. So unfortunately, you don't know who Trick is.
Okay. All right. So I get a text message?
Yeah, sorry. The text message says, Wallace gave me something for you. It's under the left tire of a van parked at the Lucky Rabbit.
I'm going to text back, who is this? Question mark.
Okay. You send, who is this? Question mark. There doesn't seem to... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I would probably just wait for an answer because I'm like, if I get a message from a blocked number, I'm not going to...
Yeah,
like,
you're not going to
go
respond.
someplace that they want me to go.
Okay.
I mean, I want to know because they said my grandfather's name.
They did say your grandfather's name. So I think you wonder... what is real right now in this moment because you've just woken up in your bed. So I think what feels foreign to you is what just happened. But you do remember fairly distinctly being in the cemetery with the professor and Emma, and the professor pulling out his book and Emma getting cut and falling to the ground.
I think I'm probably thinking that what just occurred was a dream.
Yeah,
in the darkness.
I think so too. Yeah, I think so too.
So I think I would. I think I have Emma's number.
Yeah,
I
you
think
do?
I would text her and be like, "Are you okay?"
Emma, you get a text. It says, "Are you okay?" It's from
Do I
your
see that?
classmate. Yeah. It's from Blair.
I'm driving, probably, right?
Oh,
to the
actually, your
graveyard.
phone would say Briar. Yep.
It would say Blair.
It would say Briar, actually.
It
'Cause-
would.
Yeah, because when you came through, you're
Yeah,
in your
okay.
room with
Yep.
that. Yeah, you're in the room
Okay.
where it would say Briar.
So I'm probably just driving up to the graveyard, and I'm turning in and park my car. Oh my God, Blair! What did she text me? Am I okay?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm fine, but I'm pretty sure someone's playing a trick on me, so I brought a tiny shovel to a graveyard. ! Shrug emote.
Okay, that's what she sends back to you.
Send.
I would get it and be like, a tiny shovel to a graveyard? You're gonna actually go do this? Question mark.
I don't know. I'm getting blocked number texts. Who gave my phone number out? Did you give my phone number out? That group was supposed to be totally private. That was a private thing. Please don't give my number out to strangers. Someone texted me in the middle of the night. I don't know what's going on, but they said Brian's here. And I called the emergency room, and they said he's dead, and I'm really confused because I'm pretty positive he didn't die, but I'm not insane.
Theo, you wake up in a panic.
I do?
No, Theo wakes up in a panic.
Oh.
It's 3 a.m. now.
You're muted.
Oh. Theo.
First thing Theo
Oh, yeah.
does
Mhm.
when he resets is he plays the voicemail.
Oh. Okay. Okay. So you reach for your phone.
I DM'd you, by the way. I don't know if you saw that or not.
What?
I DM'd you, by the way.
Oh yeah, I see it. I see it. Okay. All right. So in the dark, you reach for your phone. It's like, you know exactly where it is because I feel like Theo puts it in the same place, every single time.
Yep.
What is the name? Let me see. There it is. Okay. So you listen to your voicemail and it says, "Hey, my wild man, you're never going to believe what I found. I found a guy on a forum who said he's going to help me, and like he sent everything over, and I think it's going to be great, and I think I figured it out. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it tomorrow, and I would love it if you could come a little bit before my lecture, and I'll show you. Okay, I love you. Bye."
He takes a few minutes and just holds his phone. And he gets up, makes some coffee, and starts his routine. For the several hundredth time.
Yeah, for the several hundredth time. So as Theo gets up and starts to pour his coffee, we see him doing this routine. We see him not really alarmed by what's going on. He's done this several times before. And Theo, you know what you just did in the trees there. You know that you just pulled a different version of someone, of Briar, into this world because maybe she will better help. Maybe she'll be better suited to help you. But everything comes at a cost. And there can only be one in any reality at any given time. So by pulling one here, you lost one somewhere else. And you know that. And you're pulling Emma from another reality as well. because the one in this one died. And you know you need all of them. You need everyone, or it will never work. What do you do now, Professor?
He does what he does every time, because he's found that not a whole lot changes in this beginning.
No.
Has his coffee, has his toast, and goes to his office. It's walking distance. He lives really close to the university.
Okay. Okay, so you pour your cup of coffee and you're now walking to the office. It's really early in the morning. You're going to go now anyway.
Yeah.
Yep, okay. Do you
Not like he needs more sleep.
Okay. Do you bring the book with you?
Book is there.
Oh, right.
You
Okay.
reset.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So you are heading to the office to get the book, I assume?
Absolutely.
Okay. So as you enter into your office, it's super dark. There's nobody here, obviously. It's a Wednesday, early Wednesday morning. None of the lights are on yet. You're the first one there. You turn your office light on. You unlock the door. You go inside. Are you heading straight for your desk?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I go straight to my desk. He doesn't check the mail.
Okay.
He already knows the notes that are there. There's a couple notes about some rooms needing to be changed for maintenance.
Okay.
For monotony's sake, he read them the first few dozen times, but at this point, it doesn't matter.
You've
Just doesn't
gotten
matter.
2 text messages as you arrive. It looks like it says, "This time make it count. You need Brian. He's in the cemetery. You've only got a couple of hours, and he might need to go to the Lucky Rabbit. And remember, tell them the truth. It won't work any other way." It's from that block number again.
That was 2 separate messages.
3,
In a row,
actually.
or three
Yeah,
in a
3
row.
in a row, yeah.
So before taking out the book, he ponders this. This is the first time this has happened.
Yes. You have never received any messages like this before.
No. And he remembers the messages from yesterday, in quotes.
Yeah.
Are they still on his phone?
Yes, they
The
are.
old messages.
You can scroll up and see them.
And that's even weirder that they've persisted, because that's never happened before.
That's right.
Oh God. He's gonna go to his desk, unlock the drawer,
Okay.
pull out the lockbox,
Okay.
unlock the lockbox,
Okay.
and grab his book. He's gonna look for something different this time.
Roll as you touch the book.
98.
Okay. Oh, man.
Things are changing. He's off his game.
Yeah, quite off his game. Okay, as you text the book, or touch the book, sorry. As you touch the book, ooh. It's a 98, man. I think you get an image in your mind of when you went to stop/save/help your lover. And I think you remember, you see very vividly coming into that warehouse that had been transformed into your, joint hideout where you guys studied the occult together. And I think you remember seeing the symbol on the floor, the dead chickens. And I remember her body contorted. And I remember her head twisting around to look at me. And I remember her face. And I think you see this. See if I can make it bigger. Can you see that?
I can. Yup.
Yeah. Okay. I can't see it, so I can't make it bigger for some reason. It like fell onto my screen, and then there it goes. Okay.
That's fine. I don't need to see
So-
it bigger. It's
Yeah,
okay.
it's cool.
Oh, no,
It's
there
cool.
it is.
There
Oh,
it is.
good. No, I don't want to see that again.
Yep. Okay, so that is what you see when you touch this book.
Fuck.
Yeah, please roll for unnatural and sense of self, please.
Oh, both?
Yes.
Shit. All right. Unnatural first is a 44.
Okay.
And sense of self is a 7.
Okay, you can mark a successful pass on both of those.
Okay.
You shake it out of your mind.
Probably a bead of sweat would go down his face regardless. Theo thinks about it again. He's already touched the book, and it's usually just one vision a book touch until he's doing something else.
Yeah.
But he's trying to remember if that's what happened.
So he's combing through the book.
No, not yet. He's trying to rack his memories.
Okay.
Was that what happened?
Was what happened?
That face, that contortion. Or is the book bleeding into him?
No, that's what happened. You have several different versions of events in your mind. It's hard to keep it straight when it happened, but that has happened maybe even a couple of times.
Yeah.
That's happened 43 times of however many attempts you've made. It's a lot. Yeah.
Shakes it off again after kind of tallying, because that's what he does with events. He tallies. He's trying to figure out the most successful events and has been trying to piece them together. So he starts flipping through the book for something different, specifically tying an object outside of time. And he's looking specifically, even more so, for Adis's notes.
Okay.
She mentioned something that you can lock, you can anchor an item.
You
He
can.
hasn't seen it done.
Okay.
He wants to know where in this book she wrote about it.
Oh, God. Okay. Okay, roll.
78.
As you're thumbing through, you can't really see anything. Nothing really stands out to you. But you do remember this. You remember something about anchoring in time, and you remember it's not even related to that symbol that you saw.
It would have been her.
Yeah. While she was studying herself, you mean? Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. They're talking about it, whether this was done, whether she did it to this phone, but he suspects. He suspects because she was the one who gave it to him.
Okay. Yeah.
Not sure, but guesses.
The one thing that remains constant is this book.
Yeah.
There are
if he
notes
tested that
in
early,
there.
He
Yeah.
would he would tear a page or
Yeah.
write something.
Yeah.
And it would stay.
Yeah.
Again, guessing it was her.
Okay.
So he thinks that about the anchor. Can't find anything. And then closes the book up and heads
Okay.
to his car and heads to the Lucky Rabbit.
Oh. Okay.
Since he doesn't know what this text was, but it's tied to her, clearly. And he has to see that. He has to figure out who's doing this.
Okay. You don't know the Lucky Rabbit.
Okay. If he doesn't, then he'd pull out his phone and try to find it in town. Just do a little
Okay.
Google Map search. Just toss it in there and see if anything comes up.
Okay. No, nothing comes up.
What in the hell? Lucky rabbit.
And starts flipping through the book to see if there's any mention of the Lucky Rabbit. He opens it back up specifically for that.
You'll have to roll again.
Yeah, he doesn't like opening the book a second time if he doesn't have to. But that is an 86. crap rolls today. Good God.
This time, you don't see Adisa's rotting face. You see Emma. You see Emma cut open. You see Emma screaming at you. Professor, what have you done? What have you done to me? Why are you doing this to me? Please stop. There is no mention of the lucky rabbit in the book that you can find.
Okay. Closes the book again, tucks it under his arm, and Briar. Must have worked. It had to have worked. And texts Briar.
What does he text Briar?
Are you awake? Can we meet? Question mark.
Briar, you receive a text message.
Oh. Sorry, I'm a mess. Briar or Blair?
Well, Blair receives the text message, but in this world, you're known as Briar. So,
Okay, so I
way to
get a
confuse
message.
all things.
From the professor, and it says, Briar, are you awake?
Yes.
Has this happened before? Like my name getting autocorrected to Briar?
No.
I'll just chalk it up to this first time it being an autocorrect problem.
Okay.
And I'll text him back, be like, yes, I'm awake. And I'm going to say, what the hell happened in the graveyard?
You'd probably see like the. Actually, I guess if it's a text, you may not see it. But I don't know if he actually uses texting or Facebook messaging. He might be a little old enough that he actually uses Facebook messaging. So you would see that, and the ... of the top, like the typing,
Mm-hmm.
and then it go away, and the ... of the typing, and the go away, and then I have to explain things to you.
Okay. I'll text him back and say, well, I'm not doing anything today, I'm assuming. Is my day open?
I don't know. Is it? Were you going to go on the field trip or weren't you?
I was going on the field trip.
Then yeah, you've got time before the field trip.
But I usually work. I was going to work right before the field trip. I'll just tell him to meet me at the Sleepy Bean.
Okay.
I'll be working my shift.
I need you to roll privately this time. Okay. As you are texting him back, like, meet me at the Sleepy Bean, sure, we'll talk. You are rocked with pain as you're flooded with memories that you didn't earn. You remember someone named Trick. You remember Emma. You are just overcome with all of these memories from a time and place in which you didn't experience.
Fuck.
And a sadness lingers over you as these memories sink into your brain. I need you to roll one more time, and this is a saving throw for your sanity because you now have two people's lives' memories in your body.
Secret roll, regular roll?
Regular roll. However, I did give you a hunch roll, so you can go ahead and roll right now for a hunch and save it or spend it now because I noticed you rolled right when I asked you to.
Okay, I'll save the 45 as a hunch roll.
Okay.
And I'll roll again.
Okay.
91.
Okay.
I would like to change in for my hunch roll.
Okay. Okay. Okay, what is your mind stat?
It's 60.
Okay. Yes, so we will go ahead and say that is a pass.
Okay.
It's barely a pass. You are very confused and disoriented, but now you remember everything twice over.
I'm going to get my phone out and I'm going to call the professor.
Okay. Professor, your phone rings.
Oh.
It's Briar.
Answer. Briar.
What do you mean explain things? I just had like the worst fucking migraine and now I have all these memories I don't remember.
Slow down.
Also, my name's fucking Blair.
Your name's
Why do
Blair,
you keep-
and your name's Briar. You remember both.
Oh, wait. What the fuck is going on? Do you want me to just come to your fucking house? Where the fuck are you?
Yes. Come over.
I hang up on him and I'm gonna... I don't have a car. Can I bike to his house?
I'm right by the university.
I
so it
assume you
depends on
bike
how
to the
close you are.
university. So yeah,
Okay.
you can bike to his house.
I'm just gonna get on my bike and just start pedaling.
Do you
as
know
fast
where
as I
he
can.
lives? Because I believe the
Blair.
professor is very protective of his apartment, and you've only ever met.
Blair would have.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so Blair, you were pretty close with the professor. Okay,
Okay.
so you remember.
Okay. So I probably have like the
I'm so
worst
sorry.
migraine feeling of my life, and
Yeah.
I'm just pedaling as fast as I can to get there. I probably grabbed my bag before I left and just so I have what I need, but my focus is getting to his place.
Okay. Meanwhile, in the cemetery, Emma, what are you doing with your gardening spade?
I'm probably sitting in my car just like angrily texting Briar
Okay.
because I don't know what to do. Is anybody, I'm probably gonna like, look, my lights are probably on the graveyard as I pulled up. Like, do I see anybody? Do I see any activity in the graveyard besides myself in a parking lot?
Roll. Are you doing any special bullshit like notice
Ooh.
or inspect or?
I have no observation. Yeah,
Yeah,
I could roll for
let's use that.
observation.
Yep, let's use that. 38.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's over the observation skill, but it's still under your other higher skills, so it's
Mhm.
going to be a partial. So yes, you notice something. It looks like two figures, maybe on the other end of the cemetery, and they're just standing there. It looks like they might be talking to each other. You can't really tell, but their arms aren't moving, nothing's happening. They're just standing there. But it is like 3 in the morning.
I'm gonna pick up my phone and text the blocked number back and be like, "Are you here? I'm here. Hello. It's cold."
Are you sorry, you
But
said
I'm
are
gonna
you here?
watch. Are you here? I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm bored and cold.
I'm bored and cold.
and I'm
okay.
looking at those people to see if any of them look at their phone. Can I see that? Are they?
They're
could
a
I see
bit
if-
far away, but I think that you could see if they if their head moves, because right now they're looking at each other and their heads are up. So, yeah, I think that that's a safe assumption. Okay, so you text, "Are you here? I'm here. I'm bored and cold."
Mm-hmm.
And as you're standing there and you're looking up to see if one of their heads move or if there's a response, neither of them seem to be reaching for anything or moving. They're still in conversation with each other.
I'm bored with this, and I'm gonna get out of my car and I'm just gonna grab my little shovel and start trudging over to the people, just like straight through the graveyard. Probably like not walking on people's graves, but probably just like
To them,
yes, because I'm going to. I assume that is who's texting me. Someone up there must know what's going on. Because why else would I be at a graveyard in the middle of the night? This is ridiculous, and I'm cold and bored, and I work tomorrow.
okay. You also have a field trip in a couple of hours at like 9.
Oh, this is true.
Yeah, this is
We are
field trip.
going to go to the lecture. I forgot about that. Haven't
Okay.
I been at the? Have I been to a lecture already? No, I definitely have a lecture in the morning. Right. I'm gonna pick up my phone and check my calendar really quick. Is there an actual
Okay.
lecture on my phone for tomorrow morning?
There is. As you pick up your phone, whoa, you are getting texts. What are you doing? Don't go up there, you idiot.
I'm gonna dead stop in the
Okay.
darkness and just kind of crouch behind a very large, kind of, not a mausoleum, but you know those really impressive gravestones that probably rich people laid down?
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna crouch behind one, just go, fuck.
Okay.
Why? Where are you? Maybe you should have been here to tell me that before I walked halfway to the crazy, insane people hanging out in the middle of a graveyard in the middle of the night. Why did you invite me here? Question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark.
What? I missed the last part of what you said. I got, maybe you should have been here to tell me that before I walked into a graveyard with a bunch of insane people, I think is what you
Hanging out
said.
in the middle of the night, yes.
Hanging out in the middle of the night. All right, so you send that.
And then I just sit.
Yeah, and then you just sit and wait. Okay, so I'd say you got maybe 5-10 feet before you got this text and looked at it, and then so you duck down. They're on the other side of the cemetery, so you watch for a minute, and they don't turn around and look at you. It doesn't look like they've seen you or anything like that.
Okay. Hello, ... exclamation mark.
The message comes back and says, I'm not part of this, but use your brain. Just wait a bit.
In the dark, alone in a graveyard, I'm supposed to wait a bit. You are an educated woman. Why are we listening to a random blocked number in the middle of the night? Because we're bored. We are bored. We've been bored for a while. This could be exciting. I'm going to text Blair.
Yeah. She's in your
I'm gonna
phone
text
as
Blair.
Briar, but yes.
I'm gonna text her and be like, hello, ... You ask if I'm okay, and no response.
I mean, I'm riding.
You're
Oh,
riding
hi.
your
That
bike.
actually felt perfectly.
Yeah.
I'm riding my bike, so I probably am not getting her text messages.
Well, I think you can feel your phone vibrate. Where do you keep your phone when you ride your bike?
It's probably in my bag.
Yeah, so you probably don't feel it vibrating. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's riding her bike, so you get no response from her.
All right, then I'm just gonna lay back against the gravestone. All right, this is a great time to contemplate your life lately. You wake up covered in sweat with random text from a blocked number and drive to a graveyard with a tiny shovel. Because apparently an alcoholic is here. Obviously, I need more therapy and more Ambien than I originally thought. This is a great reflective moment, and I'm going to turn around and look behind me. Are they still there, just like standing, doing nothing?
Yes. You
I'm
seem to
gonna
have received another
pick
message
up my
as well.
phone and go to like Google,
Okay.
and I want to Google Brian Miller. I want to Google his name,
Okay.
to, like obituary. I'm trying to find his obituary, basically.
Okay. Yeah, you find it.
All right, I'm gonna scroll through it. What does it say? He died? He actually did die like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, he died 3
What's
weeks
the
ago.
cause?
It doesn't say the cause. Just says we are sad of the passing of
It
Brian
didn't even
Miller.
mention his wife. This is shameful.
Yeah, there's no.
I'm going to write a complaint. And I immediately go to the papers. I'm going to go to the newspaper's main website and start to write a complaint instantly. I have noticed, as of late, that you have put an obituary for said Brian Miller in the paper and made no mention of his family who tragically died. Blah, 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 blah. Initiate Amazon rant about nothing just to take my mind off of the fact that I'm here.
Okay. As you're doing that, you do, it appears, receive another text. It says, okay, this isn't working out. Go to the professor. You can't do this alone. Can't do anything alone.
You just told me to go to a graveyard in the middle of the night alone. Period. Send.
In the middle of the night.
Alone.
You don't receive a response back. Oh,
Go
yes,
to
you do. I'm
professor.
sorry. The response says, I said, bring the gang.
I don't have a... Delete. I'm not even wasting my time. Go to the professor's house. Theo's house. Where does he live? Do I know where Theo lives?
I don't think you do.
I'm going to text him.
Okay.
I'm going to pull him up. Actually, I probably don't have his phone number because
You
I
do
wouldn't
have
really
his
be
phone
first
number.
to look back. Do I?
You were
Okay,
in his,
so I'm gonna pull up
you
his
guys
phone
are in
number.
that study group.
Okay. I'm
He's
going to
in
pull up
there.
his phone number. Dear Professor, enter. I deeply apologize for texting you at
3:15.
3:15 a.m. in the morning. But a strange blocked number told me to. What are you doing? Are you okay? Question mark. Send.
So see the text.
You got here too.
Come to my apartment. And I send and then the address is right after.
He's awake. No, he doesn't look like he sleeps. All right. All right. I'm gonna look behind me, and are the people still there?
Yes.
Are they in the exact same position, like not moved at all?
I mean, they're pretty much talking. It's not like they're statues, but yeah, they're having a conversation.
All right, I'm gonna
They have not noticed
very
you.
slowly get up and stay as low as the stones and kind of spider crawl my tiny body back to my car.
Okay.
And like, I'm gonna be on the ground and like reach up and unlock my door and like swing it open, way over exaggerated, and like slink into my car. Oh my God. And then probably, turn the lights on as bright as possible, rev up the engine and just stare out and totally not even realizing it. And
Okay. As
Be
you
on
are
my way.
tearing out of the cemetery, the two figures turn and watch you drive away.
whatever, silly fools hanging out in the middle of a graveyard, probably drug dealers. Smoking pot. It's not even Halloween. This is ridiculous. Kids these days have nothing better to do with their time. What happened to just handing your baby a cell phone and expecting it to be educated? Jesus. In a graveyard? Is this 91? God. It's like they've watched The Craft recently or something. This is ridiculous. It is far too early for me to be awake right now. I am probably suffering the after effects of Ambien. That's correct. This is just a dream. It's fine. We'll go to the professor's house and everything will be okay and we'll wake up and it's like none of it ever happened. You're fine. Just breathe. Early in the morning, you're fine. It's exhaustion. I'm gonna slowly start to speed up a little bit.
Yeah. Can you roll for me?
Yes.
You can drive. I'm not, I want to know if you, oh.
I rolled a 66, which is some doubles.
Doubles. Oh, damn. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. As you're driving to the professor's house, something is in the road and it causes you to slam on your brakes and you kind of freeze for a second. And it's like, let's say you take like a back road to the professor's house. So it's kind of like you go the route of the university, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you kind of see this thing standing in the road, and you slam on your brakes. And please hold, because I actually have this thing. I just did not expect anybody to roll this ever, since we've gone 9 episodes
good.
without anybody rolling it. Hold. Where'd it go?
Nothing bad has to happen. It's okay.
Okay. I mean, she rolled a 66, so.
Yeah,
Number
it's
of the
like
beast.
I think it's gotta happen. There it is. Okay. Please hold. Ta-da! I uploaded like a million things today, but the one thing I didn't upload was this one. All right, that should pop up for me in just a second. Can everybody see that? That happened.
I don't see
20.
anything.
Sorry, I'm so new to Roll20.
No, it's totally fine.
Well, as a GM, I am anyway.
Yeah,
It's an
nothing's there.
experience.
Come on. Why not? Okay, well, it's this tall, lanky figure, no clothes on, flesh-colored skin, and it has antlers. And it's standing in the road, blocking your way.
Okay, I'm gonna slam on my brakes and probably swerve a little bit to the side and come to a stop.
Go ahead and roll a drive. Reactionary.
All right. 37.
Okay, yeah, you manage to like slam on your brakes, pull over, and you see this thing standing in the road, and it's just staring at you, and its eyes are wide.
This is not happening. This is not happening. This is not happening. This is what happens. This is what happens. This is what happens when you don't sleep. This is what happens when you don't sleep. You shouldn't have double majored. You shouldn't have double majored. You're not going to school for your NP anymore. This is ridiculous. You need therapy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I need you to roll now for unnatural. This is a saving.
I rolled a 76.
Okay. You can mark a failure on your track and then describe how you freak out about what you're seeing.
So, this is actually something from my family is very, very heavily Norwegian, and this is very, very similar to a Norwegian folklore character that we have that basically finds lost travelers in the woods, mainly lost children that go wandering in the woods and eats them. And so it probably is igniting like childhood nightmares because my family was very type A, very you go by the rule book or else. And so like my grandmother, the way it was the or else is, or else the big naked deer man's going to come to your room and kill you and skin you and feed the family with your flesh. Haha, don't go in the woods by yourself and get straight A's. So it probably immediately kind of puts me into a moment of like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Nana was right, Nana was right, Nana was right, Nana was not right. Nana was not right, Nana was a raging alcoholic. Nana took more painkillers than anyone you've ever seen in the hospital. Nana was not right, Nana was not right, Nana was not right. Breathe deep. Turn on the air conditioning. I'm just gonna start cranking up all the air in my car. It's fine, it will go away. And I'm gonna slowly open my eyes and look, and is it still there?
Yeah.
Okay, what have you done? You haven't done anything bad lately. You've been a really good girl lately. You went to work, you didn't call out, you didn't insult anyone except Tina, but Tina's a fucking idiot, so it doesn't matter. She wouldn't even know if it happened. Tina, I'm sorry. Oh my God. I'm gonna roll down my window just like this much, like a crack.
Okay.
Hello? Could you move? Dear man. Oh my God.
It steps aside.
I'm just gonna raise my hand really slowly. Thank you so much! You've been lovely! I'm immediately roll my window up. And I'm gonna slowly just lift my foot off the brake, not even push the gas, just so I start to kind of roll by it. I'm gonna be like this in my window, just like... What does its face look like as I get closer?
It doesn't have a mouth. It's got an elongated face, almost sort of horse-like, deer-like. And its eyes are like glowing yellow beads that you often see when you catch maybe animals' eyes in the dark.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's dark. It's like 4 a.m. So, yeah, you're driving through and you see these glowing eyes at you, and then the antlers there. And its limbs are very long. It's got long claw-like fingers, and it's just standing there. And then it steps aside.
Nana said you were supposed to eat me. I don't understand how without...
It doesn't take its eyes off of you either.
I'm gonna stop my car and just kind of stare at it from the side. I'm gonna use my panel over here and roll down the window. So he's on my
right next to you?
Yeah.
So you stop the car right next to him. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll down his window, the window on his side, just a itty tiny bit.
Yeah.
Do you need assistance? Sir?
It comes up to the window and it puts both hands on the window and it lowers its head down because it's quite tall. So it kind of shrinks down a bit and it's looking at you through the window, tilts its head one way and then another way. It's inspecting you.
Lovely night for a drive.
Even though it has no mouth or no nose that you can see, you see steam form on the window the way when you breathe on a window and your breath causes it. And you can see it like it's breathing. So you can see its breath on the window.
Lovely night. cold? Did you need a ride? Somewhere? I don't know if you can talk with the... Do you know sign language?
It steps back away from the window, lowers its hands, and goes back to standing and watching you.
All right, well, it's been wonderful to meet you. Sir? I'm sorry, I've been trained in pronouns, but you just... I'm just gonna slowly lift my foot off the brake and just start to roll past it. I was like, I'm so sorry. I hope you have a wonderful night. That's excellent. And then just hit the gas and just ah! Nana was right. Oh my God. Nana was right. Oh my God. 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 Do you have any Zoloft at home? Do we have Zoloft at home? Maybe Valium? Possibly. I have something. Oh my God. Get to Theo's house. Get to Theo's house. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You get to Theo's house in a matter of minutes now.
And I'm just gonna streak into his parking lot really quick, probably a little bit crooked, and just scramble out of my car really quick. And one of my Uggs is falling off, and I don't even care. And it falls off behind me, and I just scramble up to his front door.
And you see
Excuse
Briar.
me, Professor!
Oh, Briar, you see Emma pull up as you're pulling in with your bike. You see Emma pull up with her car, and she gets out and she's running, and she is running to Theo's door and starts banging on the door.
Emma, what the fuck are you doing here?
Theo, someone's banging on your door.
Excuse me, could someone please let me in the house? Hello?
Dude, Emma, my fucking head hurts.
I'm gonna pick up my phone and start texting Theo immediately. Hello, I'm at your front door. Hello, 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 at your front door.
I'm gonna walk
As
over
you're
to her and try calming,
texting,
grabbing her arm, it's okay, Emma. Fuck.
I'm gonna reach over and just grab Briar's face. Hi, I've had a night.
Oh yeah, okay, me too.
I think there was a naked man wearing horns on the road. Back there. He was very tall and he might... I was at a graveyard.
Did you take the right amount of Ambien again?
Maybe.
You shouldn't drive when you're on that shit, Emma.
I was texted by this anonymous... Look at this. You're smarter with technology than me. Take this. So this anonymous number's been texting me all night. It's like a fucking goose chase.
I'm just gonna look at the professor.
Wanna come in?
That would be lovely. Thank you so much.
And that's where we're going to take our break. Do you want to come in? Just see Emma standing there with her phone at the door you crazy fuck, help me. Oh my God. Perfect. Perfect, y'all. Perfect. All right. Holy shit. Oh my God. Okay, so everybody, please, if you have not...
Zach had a great idea.
Oh, what? What was it?
Sorry,
What?
episode title. Do you want to come in?
Oh
my God.
There's so many
Nice,
crossovers.
Whack.
With
Nice.
the door.
Yeah.
Ooh, whack.
Woo.
Wanna come in?
Ooh.
Okay.
Anyway.
So,
Whack.
thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to take a couple minutes of a break. If you haven't done so, please consider supporting one of these amazing role players with your Twitch Prime or a sub or Tablestory if you'd like. We appreciate that. Also, please consider checking out our Patreon. That's one of the best ways you can support us. We have character sheets, adventures for your table. You can submit NPCs for shows, including this one. So it's super, super great if you'd go check that out. And we love you, and we'll be right back. And get up, stretch your legs, take a bathroom break, wash your piss mittens. Exactly. And we'll be right back.
So I just grabbed the gun. It's already cocked. I just pull it out and I'm looking at it with both my hands, examining it. Pretty clean.
Never really used. For some reason, I'm just really paying attention to details.
The little things. You can see the serial number on the gun.
8730.
I look up at her and I stare her blank in the eyes. It's never gonna happen. I grab the gun, put her right against my temple.
I'm gonna drop the book. Ryan, don't. You know, shit's super fucked up. But you killing yourself is not gonna fucking fix anything.
I've seen things.
We've all seen some shit, Ryan. I don't think we're all here for any oddball kids. We've all seen some shit. I'm gonna try to get as close, and I'm gonna...
Welcome to the darkest part.
I'm just a scrubber.
So I just grab the gun. It's already cocked. I just pull it out and I'm looking at it with both my hands, examining it. Pretty clean.
Never really used. For some reason, I'm just really paying attention to details.
The little things. You can see the serial number on the gun.
8730.
I look up at her and I stare her blank in the eyes. It's never been there. I grab the gun, put her right against my temple.
I'm gonna drop the book. Ryan, don't. You know, shit's super fucked up. But you killing yourself is not gonna fucking fix anything.
I've seen things.
We've all seen some shit, Ryan. I don't think we're all here for any oddball kids. We've all seen some shit. I'm gonna try to get as close, and I'm gonna.
Welcome to the darkness, Briar.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for waiting. So we're going to dive right back in to the professor with his door open, a panting, sort of out of breath Briar Blair before him, and Emma holding out her phone.
Do you see this? Do you see these messages? 3 o'clock in the morning. Is this a joke? A fucking graveyard?
I got
Come on in. Just
I got
come on
him
in.
too.
Do you need coffee?
Oh my god, wait, and I'm gonna go back to my car. I brought a shovel. Should I bring it in?
No. Just you is fine.
All right.
Lock your doors and we'll bring you in.
Bloop, bloop.
You want to walk your bike up?
Was that
Briar?
you blocking your car? Boop, boop.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really want to carry it right now, so.
That's fine.
Briar, do you need something?
Yeah, if you have like Advil.
Yeah, I've got a whole. I'm gonna grab my purse from my side. You're just gonna hear like rattle, 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 a million like pill bottles and stuff. Excedrin or Tylenol, my dear.
Excedrin, please.
Oh, right.
It's
You can
weird.
Take 4 every 24 hours. It's completely fine. But if you have any stomach discomfort, just have a little nibble.
Let's
Hey.
step in. Like trying to like motion them.
Yeah.
I've got like
So
step
you
back.
usher them in.
Yeah, and then shut the door and lock it. I've probably got like a couple of chains installed
Yes,
as well as the
100%.
normal lock.
Yeah, okay. So you guys notice that probably when you come in. The professor's gonna lock like 3 or 4 emergency locks on his door. Briar, it's weird because you have memories of Emma being a total bitch, and then you also have memories of her like she just was now, being very kind to you and like helping you with your headache. So you're
I
very
have memories?
disoriented right now.
Of her dying.
Yes, twice.
Can I roll my diagnostic? And I'm gonna start
Yeah.
just feeling all over her. You look so pale right now. I've never seen you look this pale. You usually have such a lovely complexion.
Emma.
Like feeling her
Thank you.
forehead and all over
I'm just
her.
gonna try to take the pills dry.
I rolled
Okay.
a 28.
Go for it. I'll
Nice.
let you decide if you can or not. You don't need to roll for that. Go for it.
I feel like she can.
Yeah, she's pretty much a badass. Okay.
Yeah.
You rolled a 28, you said, right?
I did.
Oh my god. Okay. What is your caregiving skill? Hold on. Let me look at this. Let me look at this special bullshit.
My diagnostic is 27.
Okay.
Oh.
Like on the cusp.
Okay.
Almost.
Okay. She has a concussion. You can tell. Her eyes are dilating or not dilating, right? That's when you've got a concussion. They're wide
Mhm.
open and they're not
Just
dilating.
non-responsive to light.
They're
either way.
non-responsive to light. Yeah, she's got a concussion. And you're giving a full over, right?
I'm just like worried. Like I immediately, whenever I'm in like a traumatic situation, instead of focusing on what happened to me, I immediately project it onto somebody else. So
Okay.
because she looks kind of fucked up and pale, like she's
Yeah.
got a headache, I'm probably like feeling her pulse and I'm all over her head and just like, I'm probably grabbing her wrist and feeling her pulse. Are you feeling okay? Have
Okay.
you drank enough water today?
It's
Have you had any
weird.
nutrition whatsoever?
As you're doing this and asking her all these questions, like her eyes are definitely not responsive to light. Her pulse is very thready. And when you touch her all over to like, see if she's okay, it's almost like you feel like there's something on her underneath her ribs or up here on her chest area. Like maybe you go to check to see how hot she is or feeling, and it feels like there's raised skin for a second, but when you pull your hand back, like there's nothing there. But for a second, you think you feel cuts on her.
Briar, have you ever been in an accident?
No.
Have you had chest trauma of any kind?
Yes.
Do I remember? Yeah.
Yes,
Do I remember?
You do. Well, I mean, you remember one time yes and one time no. So maybe you say no, but then you remember yes, you have.
I don't know how to explain this.
Briar, I think you should sit down and I'm gonna like guide her.
Okay.
Theo, you
wherever,
know exactly
Theo.
what has happened.
I go and grab some coffee.
Professor, can you get some coffee or water or something? I'm sorry. She doesn't seem well at all.
Like-
Did you wreck your bike or something? Honey, you
Yeah.
have a concussion. Your eyes are like needle points.
You probably would have noticed me grabbing the coffee while you were saying that.
I'm gonna point at the professor.
Great minds, Professor.
Start
idea.
explaining.
Good coffee.
Professor, I noticed you have a few locks. Is that because of the deer man?
What the fuck
Outside.
Are you talking about? A deer man?
There was a nude, very tall man with
What?
antlers in the road a moment ago on my way here, and I spoke at it, and it did nothing. College kids, I don't know. Is that
Theo.
normal? You have a lot of padlocks, I noticed.
You have heard of this deer man before, in your foray into the occult around this area. You have learned people have seen him on your road where you live on the way to the university, but you're surprised that Emma could see him. Usually only people who are awake can see these things.
Professor, do I sound as crazy as I sound to myself? I'm still baffled I got out of bed for a blocked call to go to a graveyard.
Emma, take a seat, please.
I think
Calm
I will,
down.
and I'm just gonna sit right next to Briar, just like blank, staring forward.
So I bring 2 cups of coffee
So fleshy looking.
and hand them over.
He
Quiet
didn't
now.
have a mouth, but he breathed.
Quiet now.
Thank you.
I'll try.
I go
I'll
get
start
my own
drinking coffee. Yeah.
Okay. It's Sleepy
get my-
Bean coffee, by the way. He gets the grounds, or he gets the regular beans from you.
So sweet.
It's so sweet and also really
Fuck
weird.
that. Yeah.
That's fine. But yeah, so he gets his own cup of coffee and pulls one of the dining room chairs and kind of sits in front of the couch. And he actually like He takes a sip of the coffee, sets it on the end table, and motions Emma to set it down as well. You
Delicious coffee. Tastes familiar.
you mind? And I have my hand up to you, Emma. Like, not touching you, but like, you mind?
Do I mind what? Do you need hand sanitizer? And I'm gonna grab my purse and start
No.
rattle.
No.
Can you just
Sure.
talk a little quieter? Just like a little quieter.
And I look at your eyes.
Excuse me, my eyes. Yes?
And I kind of like put my hand up to your face and bring you uncomfortably close. Not like I'm gonna kiss you, but uncomfortably close. And I'm gonna try my aura sight. Try to look.
Professor, you smell of spearmint and aftershave, which is confusing.
Right. And that's a 43 for my aura sight. 70 is soul. I'm trying to see if I can see if she's awake. Because usually the aura is a little off when they are.
Oh, okay. Describe to me what Theo sees when he sees an alteration of someone's aura who is awake. What is it? What does it look like?
The shade is darker.
Okay, it's a stronger, darker shade.
It's much deeper. It almost like, you know when you drop food coloring into water
Yes.
that has already had food coloring in it?
Okay, so I'm going to also say it needs to be more than just a dark color. There needs to be a physical effect inside that aura. So let's say it looks like when you drop color dye in, and it's, so you've got that effect happening, swirling around her. A darker
like the
shade of
dye.
her aura. Yep. So you know
And then you can
that,
see the old aura
Yep.
as well.
and
So
there's
it's
no
in the center.
mistaking it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Professor, you look concerned.
It's strange, Professor. You see her regular aura that you normally see, but you do see like hints of a darker color, but it is not what you normally see. I think because you've never seen this before. Roll.
97.
You've never seen this before. You have no idea. You can't make an assumption about.
Yeah. I just know that there's some, she is awake, but in a way I've not seen.
Yeah.
Do we still need to be standing this close?
And then I kind of like, that's all right.
Thank you. I moisturize. It's from Lush.
Right.
Whose trick?
As you say that,
Excuse
you
me, what?
remember. You have all those memories. Like you have feelings and then you don't have feelings. Everything's conflicting. Please roll, Briar.
18.
Ooh. I'm going to ask you a question. This is going to happen a couple of times. Who is winning right now?
Probably Briar.
Okay. You remember Trick.
Do you know a trick? And I'm pointing at Emma.
You don't.
Are you talking about the alcoholic from class? Because his name was Mr. Miller?
No. That was Brian.
Trick doesn't sound like a name, honey. You should breathe. Have you had any of your coffee or water?
Yeah.
Briar, you've lived twice, haven't you?
I have all these thoughts. It's conflicting. I don't fucking understand.
I wish I could say it gets better.
What does that mean?
Excuse me, what?
My head hurts.
I know you have a concussion. You've been
She
hit.
doesn't have a concussion. That does get better.
What? Did I miss something?
Yes.
I drove as fast as I could, but the nude man I spoke of with the
we worry about the noon man later?
I mean, it's alarming, don't you think?
Yeah, I fucking have 2 lives in my fucking head.
Oh my dear, I think that's LSD. Have you
No.
been dabbling?
Emma,
Yes.
concern yourself a moment.
With what?
You.
Ah. Me. I should probably be at home in bed. Why are we here? Anonymous texter again told me to come here, said no being alone, scary, scary. Any ideas?
I have some. Briar. I brought you here. Because
No,
we
I
needed
fucking
you.
rode my bike here.
But I brought you here.
I mean, maybe it's because my head fucking hurts. That doesn't make any sense.
You remember the trees?
Yes, you do.
Like the forest with the carvings?
Yes, you do. When he says that, you can focus on it, yeah.
The fucking forest?
You remember your death?
Yes.
You do too, don't you, Emma?
Yeah.
I warned you.
Do I remember helping her through the darkness?
You do. Yeah.
I woke up in my bed.
Where were you before that?
My bed. Presumably sleeping. I was
Oh.
quite sweaty.
Do you remember a door, Emma? With a tree?
There are many doors in life. Are we talking
walk
about an
through a
emotional,
door.
spiritual door, or are we having a?
How
I'm
about
not
you not
100% where
dodge
this
it?
multiple life thing is going. Is this a religious thing?
Emma! Use your brain.
I can't, Professor. My brain is going to tell me I'm losing my mind because I saw a nude deer man on the road.
You aren't losing your mind. You saw that. Because it was there.
Oh.
Now.
Should someone take care of it?
Why are you so focused on the fucking nude deer?
They tried, and it didn't work.
Well, I did
Let
run
it
through a
be.
graveyard at one point tonight, but that was less eventful.
What about before that? The other time?
What are you talking about? I woke up in my bed. Just the
Seriously,
same as
not
everyone does.
remember. Do you not remember?
Do I?
You do.
I mean, I had a dream about.
Tell me about it.
I mean, it was
Tell
like
me
as
what
all
happened
dreams,
after.
with lots of darkness and nonsensical conversations. I believe we were trying to escape a dark room, and I asked. There was someone else there with me. Was I alone? I feel like someone was there with me, and I said, "Be a monster!" And they became a door, and I walked through it.
It was fucking me. At least that's
Excuse
what
me, There was no intercourse in the dream.
You
It
can't be
was the
serious,
door.
can you, Emma?
I believe there was a shed on the other side, and some figures. I think I saw myself. It was like a self-discovery dream, but my teeth didn't fall out, and that's when you're like tumultuous.
Instead, you ran forward to help some people who had died.
I mean, of course I would, as
And then
anyone
you
would.
died.
I mean, I woke up in a bed. Is this like if you die in a dream, you die in real life? Ha ha ha.
What happened before all of that?
I
In the graveyard. With me.
Oh, that feels like ages ago. The graveyard. Your grandfather's grave. Oh, I remember. Is that what this is about? Are you feeling emotional, darling?
What was in the
I'm gonna
trunk,
put my hand
Emma?
on her arm. Is this about
What
your portrait?
was in the trunk?
Roll, Emma.
I rolled an 80.
When he says what is in the trunk, you get vivid memories of both being in the trunk, dead. So how can you have a memory when you're dead in a trunk? But then also you remember seeing things in the trunk. You remember seeing Adisa's dead body in the trunk. Or was it your body? Or was it Briar?
Professor, do you have a car?
Yes.
Can I look at its trunk? I think
No,
I'm
not
obsessing about it. I've
right
had a dream that I was in a trunk and then someone else was in a trunk, and maybe this is the dark room we're escaping.
What do you mean you summoned me or brought me here? For what?
I needed you.
Well, I'm here.
You are. And I needed you. I look at Emma.
Excuse me, it?
I needed you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm seeing someone. Is that...
Can you please get your head out of your ass?
Yes. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm catching on to the situation. You need me. Are you all right?
You are both not from here. Briar, I
No.
think you understand what I mean.
Yeah,
My family's from Seattle.
Emma,
I'm about to punch
you
your
are
face,
not
Emma.
from here.
Yes, I am not from here.
You're not from this time. Think hard. You remember many different places, different outcomes.
I mean, I remember things here and there, but as Briar has mentioned, I do use Ambien at night, so everything's off from about 9 p.m. until 6 a.m. each night. I tell people not to call me, which blocked texter did not obviously get memo.
Yes,
Do I
you
have any other
mentioned
texts
that.
on my phone, or is it still just nothing? No communication from human yet?
I think someone is trying to reach out to us.
Should we
No.
reach back?
I have.
Brian alive? Here? I guess I'm just so confused. I don't know what's real and what's not.
Might not be, and he also might. I think I need to bring him too.
I found his obituary, and don't worry, I wrote the paper. They made no mention of his wife and child, which I found appalling, just in case you guys were wondering.
Ah, so he's died here too.
According
Yeah.
to the obits.
Alright.
Can I talk about a text I got much earlier, telling me to go to a graveyard where Brian might be with a shovel?
I got one too from the block number. They didn't write me back
mention
though.
Shuffle for me. Okay, that gives us a direction. Did I look at Briar? Lucky Rabbit, ring any bells to you?
Yeah. That's what they texted me about. Said something behind a car tire.
Did they mention a Lucky Rabbit to you, Emma?
They did. Do I know what the lucky rabbit is? Since I have a history with Brian.
I'm going to ask you a question. Oh. Ooh, that's interesting. I need you to tell me a little bit, as much as you can and or desire to, about your history with Brian right now. Would he have told you where he went drinking?
I think we would know because many a cop has taken him from his drinking place and brought him to the ED from said place. And our history is that I know him from the emergency room, many gut pumpings.
Okay. You don't know where it is, but you know what street it's on or where the cops pick him up from.
Professor, I might know something about the Lucky Rabbit,
Good.
unfortunately.
Because we need to go there.
I can probably give you whereabouts directions. I know a general area. Cop conversations, they're not the most intelligent, but I know the
It's
general
downtown.
idea.
It's one of the bars downtown.
It's a bar downtown. I unfortunately believe Brian might have frequented it.
Right. All right. Good.
Off the record, of course.
Sure. Right. I'm
So-
sorry, I'm not. Yes.
I'm gonna rustle through my bag. I have the notes from my grandfather, right?
Ooh.
Or do you have the pocket watch?
You
'Cause I have the
pocket
memory.
watch.
I have the memory of
You have
that.
the memory of the notes. But you have the pocket watch, but you don't have the notes out.
Okay, so it's just like it's never been opened.
Right.
I'm gonna pull out the pocket watch while they're talking.
Okay.
And while they're talking, I'm gonna open it like I had seen the professor do it.
Okay. There's
What time
something
does it say?
there. Ooh. 4:30.
Okay. I'm gonna slide the note out.
Okay.
And unfold it.
Oh, this
Is
is familiar. It's the same note that you... Wait, but it wasn't you. Or was it you?
Yeah. I'll look over and see you doing that.
Professor, are you listening? I'm speaking to you.
Sorry. Right.
Briar, is that your grandfather's watch?
Yeah,
Are you going to open it?
I just
Didn't you already get it out?
it
Not
wasn't
yet.
out yet.
What?
You're
It
catching
wasn't-
on.
No, we opened it at the
Oh.
graveyard. You remember?
You said they're catching on?
It was lovely. Remember, we had these memories about your grandfather.
Emma, who's catching on? Professor?
You.
That's no. That's not what I heard. Don't fucking do that to me.
Sorry. It's confusing.
I'm confused. You don't remember your note. Oh my god, your grandfather left you a lovely, unfortunately post-dated note. I'm afraid he might be mildly insane, but it's in there. You should pull it out again. You remember this. We were at the graveyard. You shared your lovely memories with us.
Emma,
Pocket watch. Yeah.
I thought that was a dream.
Excuse. Seems we have a quandary.
There was another note.
There was another one.
I'm gonna open my shirt and look at my chest. Does anyone else have scars? Just a general question.
Not
On your-
yet.
I'm gonna look. Do I have scars?
No.
Excuse me, Professor, yet?
We
Care
fail
to
again.
elaborate?
We fail again.
I don't
Is
have a
this
second
dinner
note.
theater?
I mean,
We can
I don't
get
have
it.
a second note, do I?
We can get it. I need to know more about your grandfather.
Why? Because if you think about it, I have two lives in my mind now. I know this professor, and I know another professor.
You know the same one.
What does my grandfather have to do with anything?
I don't know yet, but I think he's tied in.
Seems like you don't have a lot of answers.
I have more, and I was about to give them.
I'm listening.
I've probably the book has been on me the whole time because
Mhm.
again, if I have it out, I don't let go of it. I don't open it either. Not this particular time.
Okay.
I pull out my phone and look at the messages one more time.
Okay.
Could you remind me what they said?
Oh dear. Yes.
Or at least the most recent ones.
The most recent one to Theo. Oh God, I can't even scroll up. Hold on.
Well, sorry.
No, it's okay. I think it was something like you have to tell them. Like you can't do this alone.
Bring them to the Lucky Rabbit. You need to tell them this time.
Yep. You need to tell them the truth. Hold on. I think I can. This time, make it count. You need Brian. He's in the cemetery. You've only got a couple of hours, and he might need to go to the Lucky Rabbit. And remember, tell them the truth. It's the only way.
This is number 733.
I know what that means.
You do.
What is it for? Do I know about a Disabello?
Nope.
Or am I making... Okay. Who is her?
Isabello. She died yesterday. Or today.
Why?
Today or today.
It is both.
Why does it matter? Her.
Because I was hers. I had been trying to bring her back.
How did she die?
Mistake. I shouldn't have gotten involved.
What's the cost to bring her back?
My sanity. I need all of you. And I've failed so many times.
Need us for what?
The ritual.
Well, let's do it.
You don't understand. We've tried. It hasn't worked. But I
We'll
need
make
it.
it work.
I've said that before.
I'm gonna put my arm over the professor and kind of. I'm sorry we didn't do it the first time. I don't rightly remember to correct my mistake, but we could try again. Right?
We have. But I think it's different this time.
Why?
Someone else is involved now. And I hold up my phone.
Who is that? Who's the block number? Do you know?
No. But it keeps coming back. I've reset. And it's still here. That's not happened. I think Adisa's involved in this. I think she may have anchored this. Holding up my phone. Only she could do that.
What do we need to do for this ritual?
I have a shovel.
That's to get Brian. But I think the Lucky Rabbit is first.
I can help you get there.
Let's go to Lucky Rabbit then.
What are we looking for, the Lucky Rabbit?
I don't know yet. Do you? And I look to Briar.
I'm gonna pull up my text message and Can you remind me verbatim
Yeah.
what it says?
Verbatim what it says. Yes, I can. It says, oh dear, hold on. I got it. Wallace gave me something for you. It's under the left tire of a van parked at the Lucky Rabbit.
I want to go get this. I'll show them my phone so they can read it. Wallace was my grandfather.
You notice that when you guys look at these text messages, you notice that the texts are not, there's no punctuation, and it looks like short form is being used. And so you recognize it right away. Oh yeah, this looks like the same person who is texting me. It's frequent throughout all 3 of your messages.
Can you drive, Emma?
I mean, of course, yeah. I brought my vehicle. It's got the shovel.
I'm gonna stand up and just start walking towards the door.
As you stand up, I need you to roll again. Emma, you will also roll. This is under your body stat, and you need to pass.
57 and my body is 60.
Okay, you're feeling very nauseous as you stand up.
I'm gonna steady myself on like the wall.
Theo, you've seen this before.
I get up and put my seat like underneath, like where she would potentially fall. Sit.
She's suffering the effects of bleed and sliding through the shift.
I'm gonna like sink down into the chair.
This can get really bad if you let it go too long. Emma, what did you roll?
Rolled a 73, and my body is 70.
Oh, okay then. Something really strange happens to you, Emma, when you go to grab your keys. You feel lost. You feel this overwhelming sense of isolation, unfamiliarity of where you are in your life. And this doesn't feel right. Something feels very wrong. You don't belong here. And you can't shake that feeling.
You guys, I'm not sure we should take my car. I suddenly feel ill.
We'll take my car.
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna vomit. Oh,
God.
something's not right. Are you sure we should be going to this bar? I suddenly have an overwhelming urge to escape.
I can ride my bike there if I have to, and I'm gonna try.
I'll drive. No. Sit. I have to deal with one of you first. Briar. There's 2 of you and there should be 1. You know this.
I mean, I don't have any ideas. What am I supposed to do?
You can keep a little, but you can't keep it all. You have to know what you need to keep. And let the rest go.
Roll again, please. Briar.
88. It's doubles,
It is doubles.
God.
and it's an 88.
Oh.
Okay. I need you to pick a number. Briar is either 1 or 2. And Blair is either 1 or 2. Tell me which one.
2.
Is which?
Oh, I thought I was picking
I see.
between. I was like,
Oh, no.
2. Oh God, no! This is 2 is Briar. 1 is Blair.
Briar is winning. You only have 2 rolls left. Choose what you lose of Blair.
Being raised by her grandfather.
You don't remember that anymore.
I see that she looks a little more stable.
Yeah. She looks better.
I'm sorry.
Briar, you're starting to look better.
Emma.
I think I'm just confused still.
You feel better, but you don't know why.
Because
The
like
nausea has passed.
that would be something terrible if she found out she ever like lost that memory. But since
Oh,
she
yeah.
doesn't have memory,
She doesn't know.
I'm gonna stand up.
Emma,
Yeah?
you're slipping back. Can't have that.
Excuse me.
You remember everything from... It's gonna sound strange, but do you remember anything from not now? Not talking the graveyard. I'm not talking to that dear man. You remember anything?
I remember being in darkness. I thought it was a dream. It's seeming a lot more real now.
Forget it.
There were other people there, but I can't remember them.
Forget them.
Forget the darkness. I mean, it was a dream. It should fade soon, right?
Forget them.
How?
Are you trying to use your special bullshit, Professor?
I don't think I have special. Well, I have
Your
captivation.
voice. Yeah. Are you using that?
You know? Yeah, I am.
Okay.
15, soul is 70. It's a 90.
No.
Yeah.
So you can describe, Emma, what this is like when he tries to convince you, but it doesn't work.
I probably notice he's like staring at me and doing the intense forget it, and I think he kind of looks insane, as he does. And suddenly I'll probably feel this warmth of like a weird wave come over me, but it feels like when your leg comes back awake from being asleep. It's like those nauseating prickles that just make me want to not talk to the professor and not do what he says and kind of drive me the positive way. And I just have like those disgusting, like your body coming back to life prickles everywhere. Oh, Professor, can you not look at me like that? That's disgusting. Dreams fade. Can you stop fretting about it? For Christ's sake. Briar, are you feeling better? Should we perhaps go?
Yeah, I want to go.
Oh, I feel sick. Do you mind if I sit in the back seat of your car, Professor? I think I might lie down. I've just got this overwhelming nausea.
That's all right. Just
Yeah.
remember to stay here.
To stay here? I'll be in the back seat of the car.
Just remember that.
I mean, I'll do my best. Do you have child locks?
Not what I mean. But just remember that.
All right. I will stay here. Should I get my shovel?
No.
All right.
I'm gonna begin
Okay.
doing the locks on his door.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll get mine. And I go and grab a shovel.
Okay. A heavy duty one, I imagine. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Do I see him
I
coming
use-
out with it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's not brand new.
A shovel! Oh, a shovel! Are we digging up a body?
Not yet. And I walk to the door.
How do I get myself wrapped up with these people? I'm just gonna turn to follow.
Okay. So you guys get into the car. Who's where? You're in the back seat. Briar, I
I'm in-
assume, passenger?
Passengers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And Theo's driving. Okay.
Yeah. I put the shovel in the trunk.
Okay. And as you pull out of the driveway, Theo, you do see a figure you have seen before. It is the tall deer man standing at the driveway. It's kind of like hovering at the edge of the woods. He never goes beyond this point, but sometimes you see him standing here. And there
I'll
he
see
is.
him.
He's standing there.
Do I see
I
him?
know.
Roll. Both
You'd
of
see me
you.
nod in a direction.
58.
Oh my god. Okay. Because you both rolled a 58, we're going to make something crazy happen here.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
So that's insane. Do you want to see the truth?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see it. And for those listening, Emma was nodding her head. So yes, you see
Professor!
it.
Professor, do you see the new deer man? Hello again.
He's not nude, and I'd really.
He looks kind of naked, man. I mean,
He looks pretty fleshy.
You don't call a dog nude.
Is it an animal? Do we have to worry about it? Can we move on from...
It never leaves.
Can we call him Jim? Jim! Thank
Leave it
you so
alone.
much!
It's best not to acknowledge it.
Oh my... I rolled my windows down and spoke to it in the road. Am I poisoned?
No. You may be marked, but not poisoned.
What is it?
It's there.
Yeah, that's obvious. Can you use more words? What the fuck is that?
I kind of shrug and
Yeah.
it's there.
Professor, you live a very interesting existence out here, don't you?
Sometimes I wish I didn't.
That tree's over there. Look, I can be professor too. I'm gonna glare at him.
I look back like, I don't know what it is. It's steeped in mythology. It hasn't left. It stays here.
Then fucking say that, Professor. It's your ominous. It's there.
If you don't acknowledge things, they don't make note
Briar,
of
honey, take some deep breaths. You've got a concussion.
You shouldn't
Step around the seat,
acknowledge
touching her
things
face
like it.
and patting her,
You
okay?
give it power.
I mean, if a large naked deer man comes out of the woods, I find it more odd to not give it attention if you're going to be completely frank with us.
I'm gonna agree with Emma here. It's like you can't just drive by something like that and not acknowledge it.
Thank you.
Also, how did like the first time you saw it, you're like, oh, don't acknowledge it. It gives it power.
She did.
She? Is there a deer woman?
Adisa.
How did she know this stuff?
She's who taught me.
The fuck are you into, Professor?
Is this a kinky thing?
I don't respond. I keep driving.
Let's just go to.
Goodbye, Jim!
I'm gonna look at it as we pass.
Both of you roll again.
43
is 71.
It was the same roll, Jesus. I would have
Yeah, I would have had a heart attack.
crap. I would have crapped my pants.
Briar and Emma become the same person.
How do we both playing the same character?
Yeah. Yeah, you stare at it, it's staring at you in the road. Okay, so as the professor pulls out and he's trying his best not to acknowledge it, Emma, you in the back seat kind of like do a full turnaround to take a peek at it. Briar, you're craning your head around and trying to see around Emma. And is it bigger now than the last time you saw it?
Did it get... Briar, did you see it? It's bigger.
Don't.
All right.
Did she ever mention anything about it getting bigger? Like if you look at it?
If you acknowledge it and give it power.
I mean, sometimes when you stare at large, fleshy objects, they grow, Briar. But usually not in the woods. With antlers.
I mean, I guess. All right. I mean, maybe there's something to it.
I've dealt with it.
Are you
for a
looking
long
back?
time.
Because you keep looking back, and I don't know if you're doing that in character or not. Are you looking back?
I
at
am,
it?
yes.
Yeah.
Are you,
Yeah.
Briar?
I am also looking back at
I am not. I'm not.
Yeah,
looking
no, I
back
know
or
you aren't, but yeah. Okay, they are. Okay.
Do I see? Well, I guess, and whether or not I see in my peripheral vision, Briar continuing
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can see her because she's got to crane her head around the passenger seat to look
Right.
back. Or maybe she's looking in the side view mirror. I don't know.
Right.
I imagine she's trying hard not to look at it, but she's too curious, so she keeps looking back.
Stop. Eyes forward.
Sorry we looked at your neighbor.
I don't know the repercussions of it being stronger, so let's not do that.
Does it leave you alone?
Most things don't.
It may or may not have touched my car earlier. I thought it was a college student.
Why did you invite it?
I thought it needed assistance. It was standing never nude. What do you call it? Hairless
Fuck.
in the road. And it came up and it breathed at me without a mouth, which was an interesting experience in itself. And then it backed off and we
God damn it!
went, okay, all right.
Stop thinking about it. Stop acknowledging it.
Ah.
Think about the graveyard. Think about the lucky rabbit. Think about an elephant.
This is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing. I'm gonna text Briar. He's fucking losing it right now. I don't know what to do. He's in control of the giant metal vehicle that's driving us down the road really fast. This is a song that never ends.
I'm gonna get the text message and I'm just gonna pat the back of the headrest.
Some people started.
Can you just drive faster?
Where's the street, Emma?
It's on 47th at the end on the corner, I think. That's where we always
Great.
found Brian in his
Great.
own vomit. Anyways.
Good. I make a quick peek in my rearview mirror because I need to know if it's following us and if I have to do anything.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to ask you a question, and I need you to give me your gut reaction.
Yep, ready.
When you're looking in the rearview mirror, is your thought, is it following us?
The gut reaction is no, not that, but
What is
does
it?
it want to follow them?
You don't see it.
Okay. And kind of just, I would sigh, like definitely just, 47th.
47th and you. I'm sorry, I didn't know if I mentioned the cross street. I'm sorry.
Right. Okay. All right.
You get there.
Cool. So pull into the parking lot. What does this look like? Where are we? Do I see
you're
like a sign of
downtown.
a bar, like Lucky Rabbit sort of thing?
Sort of.
Okay.
So when you pull into this parking lot, Professor, you've driven down this road. Briar, the Sleepy Bean is like a block from here. But you've never seen this place before. Ever. None of you have. But yep, there it is. With this cute little sign. It's got a little rabbit. And it says the Lucky Rabbit on it.
Did either of you know this was here? Or seen this?
No.
I've never seen it, but I happen to know that police officer on the corner holding that woman's hair as she vomits in the gutter. Hello, Officer Tennant. Oh, all right. Parking around the corner, I'm sure.
Yes, we're gonna park around the corner.
Okay. So you park, no problems. The parking lot's pretty empty, actually.
Okay. I mean, it's what, 4 a.m.
It's
now
4
or
in the
something?
morning, yeah.
Yeah.
Do I see the car that was mentioned in the text message?
The van? Yes, you do.
The van, yeah.
It's in the parking lot of the Lucky Rabbit.
I'm gonna clamber out of the car as soon as he parks.
Okay.
And head towards it.
And park and then come
I'm
on.
gonna race out after Briar. Oh my God, Briar, calm down. You have you not listened to me about your head?
I'm just on a beeline towards it. Because I know I don't feel 100%. And I just, since it had something to do with my grandfather, I want to see what's behind the wheel.
Okay. So you approach. Okay, when you see this building, it looks kind of like it's an old, almost rundown building a little bit. I mean, the sign's a little bit crooked. And you look at this van, this old, like blue van. And what are you doing when you approach the van? Are you going straight for the tire, or are you like investigating the van first?
I'd probably look at the van first, make sure it was the one that I think they were talking about, and then I would just head
Well, there's
towards
only
it.
one van in the parking lot.
Oh,
So you're gonna assume that this is probably it?
Yeah. I'd
Okay.
assume it, and I'd probably like give it a once over to make sure like nobody was in it.
The curtains are drawn, but no one's in the driver's seat or the passenger seat. No.
Ooh, it's a van with curtains.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I would be thinking too. Like, ugh, it's
Yeah.
one of those vans.
Yeah. It's one of those vans.
But I would head just towards the tire.
Briar, please
Okay.
don't touch that car without gloves. Oh my god, please. And I'm gonna be like digging hand sanitizer out of my bag as I'm like limping shortly over her. Briar, do not touch that car. Oh my god. I've got it.
I'm touching the car.
Okay.
I probably
you're-
walk like about 15 feet behind them.
So you're reaching like into. Hold on, I have a picture of this van here. If you just give me
Oh,
a sec.
Good creepy van picture.
Yeah, creepy van picture. Since you were looking,
Since
Okay.
I mean, I'm assuming I have to reach up into the wheel well to get whatever.
yes, you do.
Okay.
Okay, so as you're reaching up into the wheel well to grab it, you're fumbling around and you do feel something. It's is that a key? There's a key taped to the inside of this van, underside of this van. You can like grab it a little bit and pull it. It's not too taped too hard. You can pull it out and you can look at it. Yeah, it's a key. And you recognize the keychain it's on. It's your grandfather's.
What is the keychain?
It's a tree.
I'm gonna thrust my hand out with that bottle of hand sanitizer and just unload it on the key.
God damn
Disgusting.
it. Emma, fuck. Do I know what the key is
medical
for?
professional and tetanus is real. Please listen.
Don't you need broken skin for that? Oh god. Do I know what the key is for?
Roll.
Okay.
Good question.
83.
No. No clue. Here's a picture of the van, by the way.
Oof.
God, one of those.
It's one of those.
Is that one of those? Is that a Chevy van, if I remember right?
Oh,
I think it's Ford.
God.
Yeah. Ford passenger.
Aerostar.
It's Ford passenger.
I'm gonna shake off all the hand sanitizer on the key and like wipe it on my pants.
Could you at least, it has to stay moist for 15 seconds to do anything on your hands, Briar. Can you please just
This is my
just
grandfather's
complace me a little bit,
keychain.
just a little bit.
What did you find?
Come on,
This
just in the
is- I don't
fingernails,
know.
a little bit.
Okay, and
Emma.
I'm gonna do it just to appease her, like half-assed. And I'm gonna talk to the professor. It's on a keychain. That wasn't my grandfather. I don't. Why are we on some sort of fucked up scavenger hunt?
Hmm.
Who the fuck
Have you?
taped this?
Does it go to this van?
I don't know. Let's try it. And I'm just gonna walk over to the door and I'm gonna try to open the passenger or the driver's side door.
Okay.
Make sure nobody comes out and sees me doing this, because that'd be bad.
I mean, if it's the key to the
No,
van,
the
there's
key
no
doesn't
problem.
fit into the door of the van.
Can I tell if it's like a car key or like a house key or a key to like a lockbox?
That's what the roll was for earlier. However,
Okay.
you have broken into homes before. So I'm going
Mhm.
to say, yes, you recognize this as a house key.
Briar, I don't mean to interrupt you once again, but why did you reach up in the wheel well of the strange van?
Because I got a message from the block number. Why did you go to the graveyard with the shovel at 3 a.m.?
I was delirious. I'm just curious. You're so offended. Are you okay?
Why are you being nice to me?
What? And I genuinely look her. I thought we were friends.
We are friends. I'm sorry. I've got a lot going on in
It's
my
fine.
head.
It's fine.
Oh my god.
Can I see the key?
I think I know where it goes. And I'll hand the key to him.
I take it and kind of inspect it. What does it look like? Outside of like a normal house key?
It looks like a normal house key. However, it is on a keychain, and attached to that keychain is like a little oak tree.
Can I flash back through my memory to see if he's used this key to open the cabin door?
You don't remember. You're racking your brain, and you can't remember going to a cabin with Grandpa Wallace. You can roll, though.
Oh God.
A 98.
Oh God.
All right. Can I hit up and roll my previous roll? Oh, my God. You must choose another memory of Blair's to lose. It's got to be a big one. You rolled a 98.
The memory that nothing bad happened in college, like the trigger event.
Okay. You feel a little less safe, a lot of less safe.
Question.
Yeah.
Is there a way to recover memories?
Are
You
asking
don't
me
know
this
that.
in character?
Are you asking me or are you asking?
I'm gonna look at the professor.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, just making sure it was in character or not.
Is there a way to recover memories? To get some of it back?
It's never good.
It's not what I asked.
There's bleed.
Isn't there already bleed?
Not that kind. I've done it. I think this
Well-
is the only time I've done it successfully.
This is something to do with my grandfather, and I'm gonna point at the key.
All right.
Help me remember him. More.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Let's get back to the car. Just real quick. I don't want to do this out here.
I get into the car.
So do I. I don't know if Emma follows or not. She's
I
standing by the
am,
creepy van. Okay.
I hurt
Crossed
Emma's
arms,
feelings.
quietly, not acknowledging anyone, and just slide into the back seat.
Okay.
Briar.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to merge.
What do you remember what I've told you about my grandfather? Tell me if it's different. I want to know if it's different.
I know you loved him a lot.
You know, that's... I know I love him. What's different? Tell me.
I know
What
he
do-
was powerful. I know he was awakened.
No, I was talking about my relationship. Like, what
That
was different?
That was. You've forgotten because it's been tearing you.
Don't you think this is relevant?
I forgot her because it destroyed me.
What do you do to get it back? What do you sacrifice for it?
Sacrifice what could have been.
What does that mean? That is...
Very bad.
I know that. Does it mean that I get a brain hemorrhage? Does it mean that I trade it for another memory? Does it mean that I
All
die?
the above could happen.
Okay.
I don't know how I lived. I don't think I may not have.
Did you know my grandfather?
No. You told me about him, but no, I didn't know him. I met you after he passed.
Emma, did I tell you about my grandfather?
Oh, you'd like to speak with me now?
I'm sorry, okay? There's just a lot going on in my head right now.
That's fine. I have time for you.
Emma, I'm sorry. I'm doing my fucking best. My brain feels like it's being ripped in two.
It is.
It is into. It's connected by the corpus callosum.
Not like that. Emma.
Okay, but do you remember my grandfather? Like, did we sit over coffee? Did I talk about?
There was something about you leaving a cup at his grave. I mentioned it might be littering, and I tried to use it for flowers, and you weren't down with the idea.
You don't remember that.
I think maybe you were into coffee. Maybe. Maybe we should get to the graveyard. Maybe that'll jog your memory.
Not yet.
What do I need to do to make it come back?
Yeah. I'll have to look at my notes. And Lisa's notes.
Are you going to do that now?
I'm like still clutching the book.
Yeah.
But are you sure?
I feel like it's important.
Can you promise me something?
What?
Please don't fail.
Is that what you say to all of your students, Professor?
Fail. Don't fail what? What does that even fucking mean?
I lose you, I can't get her.
Who's her?
Like looks back at you and just looks kind of angry.
Adisa.
Oh, yes.
What can I do to make sure I don't fail it?
Be stronger than me.
I don't want to remember him.
I know. Please come back.
I'll
And I
try.
start flipping through the pages to the page.
Roll.
58. My soul is 70.
Okay.
So is my mind.
You get you're numb to this feeling now, this terror and dread. How can you be numb to that? But somehow you are. You feel it. It's familiar. No crazy melting faces of Adisa Billow come up. And you flip through the book and you remember a chapter on equal trade. And it was something you learned the basics of magics and how everything comes at a cost. And you remember trying this once before. Now roll one more time. Privately, please. Okay. You have tried this before a couple of times. You only tried it 3 times. You only tried it 3 times. And the reason you only tried it 3 times is because it never ended well. When you tried to bring back memories, it ended up killing the person that you were trying to bring the memories to. This was your solution to try to maybe solve one time when you tried to go back and help Adisa. You thought maybe it would be faster if you just had them remember everything. So you tried to bring those memories back. I'm going to let you choose the 3 people that you did this to.
Briar was 1.
Yep.
Adisa was 1.
Okay.
And Brian was 1.
Okay. This will not end well.
It's killed you before. This wouldn't be the first time.
What was I trying to remember the first time?
Shit.
What we did before. What didn't work so we could correct it.
This is the first time you've ever told them the truth. And I'm pretty sure you know that, but I'm just reminding you.
Is there another way to get the memories back?
No.
And
Not
not
that I
that you
know.
know of. No.
Maybe
Yeah,
you
but-
do, sir, but that's the point.
If you kill me, can't you just bring another one back?
I don't know. I don't know. This one's different.
Oh, because I have two fucking things in my head now?
Pull up the phone again. This one's different. This has never happened before.
Just because I'm feeling like, who gives a shit? I'm going to pick up my phone and text the block number
Okay. What do you
and
say?
say, be like, this is a 2-part question. And I'll put 1, I got the key, and I know it's my grandfather's keychain. Where does this go? Question mark. And 2, is there a way to get my memories back? Question mark.
Oh my. Roll, please. You said, and it's my grandfather's. 2,
It's my
Is
grandfather's
there-
2.
a way to get my memories back.
Yeah.
Okay. You
I
send
don't
it
see what
to-
you're texting, but I see you texting something.
Yeah.
Secret roll regular.
Secret, please. Okay. Okay. That was me taking notes. Not doing anything weird. There's no response. It is now like 4 in the morning, by the way.
I'm going to text answer me in all caps.
As you type, answer me, a message comes through. No. Not that I know of. I'm sorry.
Where does the... Is there a way to put... Can I ask them, where does this key go?
Yes, you text, where does this key go? You can't remember?
Say, no, I can't remember.
Okay. Emma, can you roll for me? It's got to be under your body.
16.
Great. You're feeling fine.
Cool.
Feeling great. There's no response. Briar. At least not right away.
Is there a way I can use my eavesdropping?
Oh, a message comes through. It says the cabin.
I'm going to text back, great, what cabin? Question mark.
Great. What cabin? Ooh. Oh man. Briar, something weird happens. You're sitting there waiting for this text message, and then it's like all of a sudden your phone opens up Google Maps. And an address is on it already.
Okay, I guess we go here now, and I'm going to show the phone to the professor.
Professor, it's like a 4-hour drive. It's way up north a bit. Cabin country. People go to vacation.
We need everyone first. We will go there.
Okay.
We have to have everyone. That's always how it's been. That's always what I've failed at.
Is it possible for me to use my eavesdropping to listen?
What are you listening for?
I want to know if I can remember my grandfather.
You can roll.
An 80.
You remember your grandfather, but only what Briar remembered. And didn't Briar actually mention that you guys he used to rent the same cabin every year? Now that you're thinking about it, he
Yeah.
did say that. And this is that area. And yeah, you had a very wonderful relationship with your grandfather when you were younger, up until he died. But he didn't raise you. You didn't live with him. You don't remember any of that.
This is that cabin.
All right.
We would vacation here. You'd rent it every year.
All right.
He drank coffee. Do I remember going to visit him at his grave?
Not with the coffee cup.
Not with the coffee
Not-
cup?
No, not Blair's memory of that. No, that's
Okay.
gone. But you remember going to visit his grave. You've gone.
All right. That'll be our next stop. We need to get Trick and Brian.
Okay. I want to look around. Is that thing? I'm gonna look like around town and like, do I
Okay.
see it? Or do I see the shadow figure?
So, just to be clear, you're looking for the deer man.
I'm looking for like, my habit is to look for the shadow figure, but
Okay.
also now that the deer man's a part of our lives, I feel like I'd be looking for that also.
Okay, so you're thinking about the deer man is basically what I'm getting at. Are you like, holy shit, is the deer man here?
I think now that I'm probably
Yeah.
thinking, oh god, is
Okay.
the deer man here? Because he
Yeah.
did, I'm thinking about how it grew in size and
Okay. Roll, please.
45.
Yes. In fact, he's standing at the edge of the parking lot.
I'm gonna look at the professor to see if he notices it.
I mean, I'm not looking for it.
I'm gonna look at Emma to see if she's noticing it. And I'm gonna text Emma. Do you see it? Question mark.
Oh, are we speaking? And then I'm gonna turn around. Do I see it?
Roll.
I rolled a 40.
Yeah, you see it. And in fact, it's bigger than the last time you saw it. And it has more notches on its antlers. You think you see a mouth?
How far away is it?
It's at the edge of the parking lot. Say half the size of a football field.
Okay, I'm gonna text Briar back. Yes, but is it the same one? Looks different? Question mark? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Send.
I'm gonna write back in all caps, it looks bigger.
All right. Do we say something to Professor? He seems ... next message odd about it.
I'm gonna say I think it might be a good idea.
All right. Professor, and I'm gonna timidly tap his shoulder. Professor.
Like I was like on my phone, like looking up the address for the cabin and that sort of thing since you showed it to me.
Again, I'm so sorry to interrupt your whatever this is happening.
Fine.
Do you know across the parking lot, a friend, or maybe part of his flock,
Jim's
has
back.
joined us? Jim is here, but Jim looks different.
I turn and look at this point. It's never left
roll.
the road.
But you said that he never.
94. God, I cannot roll.
Yeah, you see it. You see it, Professor. And as you turn and you look and you see it has a mouth now. It's never had a mouth before. And it is looking at you with its wide eyes, and it's just standing there. But you remember something in this moment. You remember there is so much power in a name, and Emma just gave it a name.
Yep.
And that's where we're going to end today's episode.
Shit!
What?
God damn it!
Sorry, I didn't even notice the time. We're like 25 minutes over. I looked down and I was like, oh my God! Woo. Holy beans. Y'all, holy beans.
I told y'all to look away.
Woo.
How do you look away from a giant naked deer creature?
I think you're playing it pretty
Can now
well.
scream.
Yeah. I think it takes a lot of practice to be able to look at something and also then just put it out of your mind to like see it and to not. So I think you guys are doing a really good job of
No, absolutely.
playing people
have
who
had a
would
lot
be
of
like,
practice.
what the? You have had. Also, can I just say it's hilarious that you named my creature Jim. That's great.
I'm very
good.
upset.
Oh God!
I couldn't
all right.
think of a live human named Jim. I was like, oh God, think of a name that doesn't associate. Okay, Jim. Jimmy boy. Jim.
Okay.
Slim Jim. I'm gonna draw Jim. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna paint Jim for all y'all.
Oh my
Please,
God.
I want to see that
It's just gonna be a giant
with the
dude.
mouth,
with the
and
mouth.
and the
Creepy.
extra notches, like the
Mhm.
like the 8-point.
I had the
Jim.
sickest image when you said that of like almost being able to see them grow. Like if you saw it from a distance.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
just almost like you're like, what?
Wait.
Like watching a plant, like
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
it's
yes,
like
a
sped
time-lapse.
up to growing.
Yeah.
You can kind of see it, but it
Yeah.
maybe slow down a little. Where you're like, it definitely is.
All right, let's go ahead and do a round of shout outs. Let's go ahead and start with Briar, aka Katie Peters.
Hi, I'm Katie Peters Plays, and I played Briar / Blair today. I'm so sad she forgot that memory about her grandfather. Like, that breaks my heart. I want to find a way to get it back. Also, I love the naked deer man. Jim. Jim is amazing, and I can't wait to learn more about him next week.
Oh God.
Oh, I'm a streamer on Twitch. You can come hang out with me. I'm really distracted by things.
By the way,
you can come hang out with me. But thank you guys for watching. I'm already looking forward to next week's episode.
As am I. All right, next up, Dan, aka Theo.
Hello.
Ooh, what quite those reveals for Theo today, by the way. What? Sorry, go ahead.
whoa.
Got to learn a little bit about the. Isn't that neat? Probably fine. Hi, I'm Domestic Dan. I play Dr. Theo Ransom here on Nocturne. I love Theo dearly, and I hope he doesn't have a horrible, unfortunate end. PB, just like, he probably won't. It's fine. He's not setting himself up for failure. But I love the show so much. I do cooking streams, variety casting, gardening streams, all that fun. I'm probably going to do Rain or Shine, a gardening stream this Friday before Halcyon, which is another Tablestory show I'm on, because I need to get some things planted, even if it's pouring. Fine. And yeah, I'm probably going to, I think I might do some more Atlas RP after this, because we're trying to wrap up and get this season ready for the next, because my character is coming back for the next season. It's gonna be great. So y'all are great. Thank you so much for role-playing with me, all you lovely people here right now, and the ones that couldn't make it this particular episode.
Yes.
They're great.
Yes. I will mention them in just a second, but let's move on to Classy Katie first.
Hey there, guys. My name's Classy Katie, but I go by CK because there's a whole lot of Classy and a whole lot of Katies in this room. So we condensed them. It's wonderful to see you all. I played Emma, the nurse. She is multifaceted. We'll just say that for now. You can catch me over on twitch.tv/tablestory or /Classy Katie. Oh my God. /Classy Katie, where I stream Monday through Friday, various bullshit and nonsense. But I am here every Wednesday at 5 p.m. on Nocturne, which is obviously where you should be every Wednesday at 5 p.m.
Every Wednesday at 5.
Every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Join the
Yeah.
Nocturnals. Please come to our Discord. Our Discord is wild. Oh my god.
It's insane.
Anyone has seen Boyfruit's fan art recently of our characters?
It's so good. It's so unreal. Also, the song that was playing at the beginning and during the break, by the way, was fan made. I just have to say, I know that the name was up, but it's Brian Poole. Brian_Poole did that. Fucking incredible. Thank you for letting us play it during the beginning of the stream.
It was wonderful. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Like
So,
literally
so,
when
so
PB
good.
started at the beginning of the stream, she didn't tell any of us, and we were all like, "This is really good music today" at the beginning, and PB just gave us like this smile and said nothing until it started.
Yeah, it was so good.
It's excellent.
Yeah. So, and I am Pumpkinberry, everybody. Thanks for watching. I've been the narrator today. I do want to mention that we have 2 other members of our cast who are not here, but they will be back next week. Classy Pax and Ezekiel_3. Fantastic. Thank you, everybody, for being amazing role players today. 2 Katies, or is it 3 Katies? 2 Katies. And Dan, thank you so much for being fantastic role players. If you guys have a Twitch Prime and you haven't used it, please consider using it on one of these amazing role players. And if you'd like to help Tablestory, one of the best ways you can do that is to head on over to our Patreon. We have character sheets, adventures for your table, episodes. MP3 versions of the episode are released right away after the episode airs, which is super cool. You don't have to wait. And you can make NPCs for your favorite show, including this one. Yeah, follow our Twitter, join our Discord, hang out, #Nocturnals and #Nocturne. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us here in the dark, and we'll see you next week.